Okay. Should be up now. Let's just put it in Discord as well. All right, and we're live now on YouTube as well. It's just gone through, so that is awesome. Just give me 1 second, guys, and I can just tweet it out. Right. Tweets. That's done. Awesome. Well, we're all pretty much set up, so welcome everyone. It's great to have you all here again. Obviously, we're now on to part 2 of the podcast, following on from yesterday's epicness of trailer digesting and stuff like that. We had a lot of fun yesterday. Thanks to Aaron as well for joining us, and then we obviously got the co-host Branster. How are you doing, buddy? Are you there, dude? Branson? Hello? Sorry, I can't be about to leave soon. No worries at all, Aaron. Hope your brother's feeling better soon and you have a safe journey. No worries. Heavy Stormtrooper, it's good to see you, buddy. Hello there, General Kenobi. Nice. I don't know where. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know where Branson's gone. I think he's just had some sort of technical issue as soon as we've gone live there, which is very strange. Hopefully he'll join back in just a second. And we should be good to go. But basically, guys, we're going to be starting off again with the trailer, because we didn't quite finish off yesterday. There was just one more frame we had to go with, which we're going to cover in just a second. As soon as we get Bradford, are you there? Hello? I think Bradford's having some technical issues. Have you seen the new trailer? I've seen the new trailer about 10 times, I'd say. We went through and yesterday analysed the trailer and kind of gave our thoughts and theories about it yesterday. Got a little bit more to go, but yeah, we've kind of done a lot of that. We just got one more scene we wanted to cover. We were going to do it yesterday, but we kind of ran out of time, so we're going to go and do that in just a moment. Hopefully, Branster can get back with it. I don't quite know what's going on, but Torbis, who the heck are you? More like. Got Call of Duty Modern Warfare downloading here. It's pretty awesome. Letha Oink. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Branster's gone again. Why is it as soon as we go live, we have issues? We had an issue yesterday with similar stuff going on, I think. Or as before, actually, I don't know. Right, hopefully we can get it sorted. Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what
That's
happened.
okay. Yeah, it's very strange. Everything was okay until, well, as soon as I pressed the live button. So very strange.
Anyway, in answer to your question, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, I'm going to share the screen as well, and we'll just dive straight back into where we went with the trailer.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just share my entire screen. Why not? See how that goes. Oh, that's me. Whew. Okay, so is this scene okay by everyone?
Yeah.
Actually, can you see it now as well today?
I can see it now. Yeah. Whether it'll stay that
Okay.
way once you start playing it, I don't know.
All right. Well, we're on the scene now where we kind of get our first actual look at Palpatine here, or
Yeah.
what we very much, I assume is Palpatine. He's on some sort of like hover chair thing, I think.
Yeah.
And then we got Rey there in the background. I feel like this is the same place as we see Kylo Ren getting out of his ship on in the D23 footage. It kind of looks like that very similar floor as well, I think.
Yeah, like I said yesterday, the whole thing with Kylo in the D23 trailer when he sort of gets out of his ship and you see him ignite his lightsaber. I feel like this is a part where sort of obviously Rey meets Palpatine and then maybe, I don't know, maybe he's about to kill her or something, and that's when sort of Kylo sort of turns to the good side. Yeah, steps in and, gets out his ship and obviously comes to save Rey, and that's when they'll maybe both go against Palpatine together.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool if that happened. I think we were saying yesterday about how this bit we were thinking was maybe in a similar shot as well. That he could be. I remember Aaron saying that it could be that he's kind of around and he turns around and he starts to walk towards it, because I think if I just play it, and then he starts walking at that point, and Aaron, I think, was saying about how that could be him coming to try and save Rey in a way.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, so I think that would be really interesting. Actually, I think if I get the D23 footage up as well, I think that'd be quite useful to maybe have another look at that.
Literally, when I first saw this trailer, the first thing I did after watching it is I went back to the D23 trailer and I was like, oh, that kind of adds up. And then I sort of pieced it together in my head and I was like, okay, this could be an actual scene in a movie. So, yeah, I think it definitely adds up when you put it all together.
I love it.
I love the music, by the way.
Yeah, it's so good. This is what I was saying yesterday, actually, about how we get a look at Poe's X-Wing. I'm pretty sure this is Poe's X-Wing. As you can see there, you've got B-Wings, A-Wings, Y-Wings. You've got the Corvette as well. And you've got another ship, which is pretty awesome.
Don't
let's
we
just
also see an official trailer when Poe Big Chewie's there and they sort of stood in front of an X-Wing and it's got like orange markings on it?
I mean, yeah, we see that in the trailer that we were just analysing as well. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. So I think that is going to be Poe's X-Wing now, which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just admire the music as well, just for 1 second, all right? That will be just after Babu Frick has done his thing. Taking one last look, sir, at my friends. I'm kind of thinking that's kind of where it is. I mean, that kind of looks like the Droid Workshop here.
Droid Workshop.
Yeah, this looks to be. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I mean, this kind of looks like almost like a Dreadnought laser again, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, is that the red beam that comes down? Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what's actually going on with that.
Yeah, the amount of times I've watched this, I still can't figure out what that's coming from.
Yeah, it looks like to be a bit more of a concentrated beam though. The Dreadnought was more of like a almost like a double barrel gun sort of thing. It was like PQ. Yeah. It was like down there. It wasn't like a concentrated beam. So I feel like it could be something very different. But where this takes place as well, I just don't know. I mean, it kind of looks, well, it looks kind of mountainous, but it also looks more kind of like a dry desert planet, like Pisana or something maybe. But I just can't tell because of how like dark it is and the lighting.
Do you think that beam has something to do with Palpatine or Kylo?
I think it could be something to do with Palpatine, really, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was like towards the start of the film with Kylo, maybe.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. I feel like a lot of this
maybe Palpatine.
It could well be more training droids.
Your journey. That's the scene, yeah. Yeah.
This is the bit where I'm thinking that.
And Palpatine's got the voiceover as well.
Yeah, again, he's got the voiceover, so it's kind of where am I looking? Cool. So it's like this and this. I feel like is very similar. I mean, lighting's slightly different. This is a bit darker, but I do feel like that and that is the same place, the same general location. So that is certainly something. And then we're back in like the supposedly defensive Jedi forms as well. So that is interesting. We should have Elliot from the Weekly Rant joining us in just a second as well. Just let us know.
Legend.
Awesome.
Yes, it's in.
Vader.
Oh, they're breathing. They're breathing.
Dark Ray of sorts. Very interesting.
Love this outro. And you hear Ray's theme.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's like the chills. The chills. If you could actually,
it's amazing how well the music goes together.
It does, yeah. I mean this this part and this bit, I love this bit.
I love it. Yeah, that's when it sort of kicks into second gear.
So right now, like after admiring that, I've gone past it. This bit, I think this is when they're kind of going into land on the Star Destroyer, maybe when they then get out. Perhaps. Oh, Elliot's here. Hello there.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Ah, awesome. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, all good. Very happy to be here right now.
Awesome. So, guys, we're now joined by the Weekly Rant. There is a link to his channel in the description, or there should be at least. Yep, there it is. Awesome.
Lovely.
You go check it out as well. That epic. So, we're just taking a look now at the D23 footage because we kind of finished off this trailer, and we were just admiring a few things from the D23 footage about how this area with Rey seems very much like this location here.
All right, yeah.
Like this could be very much the same place, and how maybe Kylo is on his way to almost save Rey from Palpatine. Maybe obviously going back to here, you can kind of see Palpatine here on the left. We've got Rey back. So that's our general thoughts at the moment. What do you?
Dude, that is beautiful in-depth analysis. I freaking love that you're like comparing both trailers. That's so cool.
Yeah, we're on it.
Yeah, no messing. Yeah, like there's like for me, like with this film, there's going to be a form of Kylo redemption, right? And a lot of people are like, well, it's got to the point now where his redemption is he's going to have to die, and I'm like, not necessarily. And so if it, the end, he sort of turns around and is like, look, I've got to. There's something bigger and badder here, and he completes his journey back to the light. I'm all good for that.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool, actually. And there is something in this trailer as well, kind of on that topic. This bit, the Star Wars show confirmed that this is Rey and Kylo destroying Kylo's shrine to Vader, which I kind of felt like it was anyway. But the fact that I don't really feel like it was a good thing really for the Star Wars show to be saying that. It kind of takes away almost a bit of the mystery for it. But I feel like there's no, like I was saying last night, there genuinely doesn't feel like there's any malicious intent from either of them. They don't seem to. I might just play it back in kind of half speed, and we'll see. I'll turn the audio down a little bit as well because it's deafening to me. Oh, that is not nice. So it's like it's like 8-bit Star Wars. That this is the point. You might not be able to see it too clearly here. I'll just full screen. you look at the way Rey is standing here and the way Kylo is. There's no sort of momentum going with, like, there's no Rey's just gone back, and she's kind of
she's done.
She's not kind of trying to get back at Kylo or anything like that. Like, they have just destroyed this thing, and they've kind of fulfilled what they were going for in this sort of act, maybe.
Yeah, definitely looks like that.
Even if you just go again, it's like, look at that. Like, even then.
Yeah, just to play devil's advocate, it could also be that because they've hit the shrine, that's what's doubled them back, rather than that was the outcome. So
yeah, of course,
just playing devil's advocate there, you know.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I feel like if it's a shrine to Vader or something like that, it kind of will have some sort of I don't know. I feel like it'll have some sort of dark side energy to it anyway. So it's almost like the Lord Momin helmet or something like that. It might have some sort of just.
Yeah, I just can't get over the dagger that she has in her hand.
Yeah, loads of people are thinking that's the dagger of Mortis, which it could well be. But it'd be interesting to see what sort of
what
role that has to play in it.
Yeah,
of course. There was one thing as well, actually. This was going back to the whole music thing. It was more of an appreciation thing, but it's when the music's it's so in time with everything coming out of hyperspace, I think.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Right, I'm pretty sure playback speed should be normal on this. Yeah, that's cool. Right, let's just kind of have a little look at it. See, it's that bit.
That lightning bit. Yeah.
That bit.
Amazing.
The way, like, the Tantive, like, if it's a Tantive 4, just the core there, the way that comes in on that beat as well, it's so clean. Like,
yeah.
Boom. And then the lightning as well, even that works so nicely with it, actually, to be fair as well. I'm thinking of getting a normal trade up as well, not the normal one, but the first one.
The teaser?
Kind of, the original
that first teaser.
Might be worth getting that one up as well.
Yeah.
When it goes into it. So I haven't properly looked at this one yet, so I kind of want to. Because obviously the first minute is, I mean, this is Persona. I feel like this will be pretty early on in the film when she's first kind of gonna see Kylo for one of the first times.
Yeah, I think that'll be the case. Yeah.
This generations live in you now.
I imagine this might be pretty early on in the film as well.
I love Luke's voiceover as well.
But this is your fight.
Kylo's TIE Whisper.
Dude, this shot right here is insane.
It's so nice. You've seen the Porsche advert with this? It's like the back of the TIE Whisper, and then it goes into the Porsche, like, electric car. Mad skills.
Dude, the way her lightsaber hangs, it looks like she's cutting that thing.
Yeah, this ship as well, actually. That's a really good point, actually, as well. This ship, a lot of people are thinking this is the same ship that left Rey on Jakku. In terms
I heard that, yeah. It does look like that as well, because we get the flashback scene in The Force Awakens, so...
Yeah. So I think this could be it, to be honest.
I think it is, yeah.
I think this is Kijimi as well, homeworld of Zori Bliss.
Zori Bliss, yeah. So maybe she has something to do with the whole Rey thing.
Perhaps, absolutely.
She was the one that dropped her off.
Yeah,
she could be. I mean, she's the head of a spice running gang as well on Kijimi, so that could be. That's a really interesting thought. I never had that one, actually.
Yeah, parents were filthy drunk traders.
Quite literally, yeah. Quite literally. Kylo ain't messing around.
Yeah, maybe he was telling the truth the whole time.
Yeah.
Where is that shot? It's in this trailer. I think.
Which shot are you looking for?
That's the D23 stuff. No, it's the big laser. It's on the final trailer, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not on the final.
The big laser dropping down. Yeah, no, it's on the. I thought it was on the teaser. Check the teaser.
Oh god, I don't know. Not on.
The laser's D23, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it is. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've watched it
Okay,
enough times, so
yeah, I thought it might have been. I think now looking at this and this, I think that is on Kijimi now.
Ah.
yeah, that's a good point. Actually,
If you look at like the rocks and the overall,
Yeah.
bits, it kind of looks the same. Do you know what I mean? So
That's it's a shout.
It could be why Zora Bliss almost joined with Poe as well, like with Poe and the Resistance to leave maybe because of the First Order's threat or the Sith Empire's threat maybe. I don't know. I never quite thought of it like that, but I once you get all the trailers in one place and you start piecing it all together, you can kind of
that's what I mean. Yeah,
that sense.
That's what I did with the whole Kylo scene. Yeah.
Jacob is here as well. Sorry. Hello.
I think he just said he went to get some food.
Cool. Okay. Well, he's joined. Yeah, his mic's on mute at the moment, so he'll unmute himself when it's ready.
Cool.
Hey guys.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
How you all doing?
I'm doing very good. Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I was following as you guys were going through the trailers there. Not bad.
Awesome. So you're up to speed then, sort of.
Yeah.
I can't hear him.
Sweet. Can you not?
No,
I've got him.
I've got him.
I've not.
Right,
I can hear you other two guys fine. It's just Jacob I can't hear.
Okay, that's really strange. Anyway, guys, we're now joined by Jacob from the Geek Talk Society. Again, link is in the description for you guys. Down here, we've got the Star Wars Lounge. Aaron couldn't be with us today, unfortunately, but he was with us yesterday. The Geek Talk and the Weekly Rant there as well. So that is awesome. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking this is Kijimi now, and that could very well be the ship that is left with Rey. Let's look at TFA Rey.
You know what I love about the trailers is that even though they're from the same movie, all three of them so far feel so different from one another.
Yeah, absolutely. Come back. There we go. This is exactly the image I was looking for, actually.
All right, yeah.
I mean, yeah, look at that. You got the engines down here, which corresponds to that. The winglets there at the back. Even that little hump in the middle, you can kind of see that there as well.
Yeah.
I think this is exactly the same ship. So it could very well be that actually Rey's parents were filthy junk traders, maybe from Kijimi or something like that, or has some affiliation with Zora Bliss. So that'd
be hella interesting.
Intriguing. No, noticed that before. All right, let's follow on a little bit more.
Oh, that shot.
This is an interesting one because it said in an article, it then got removed pretty quickly, that this was a Knight of Ren. And I mean, that kind of is like an axe-ish sort of weapon. But it's kind of the clothing as well.
I'd absolutely love if they finally come in and then like they just get destroyed by Kylo.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? But this is the thing. Like, it said that in an article, it said that it was a Knight of Ren. They removed it very quickly, but it kind of does look like, now that they mention it, it kind of looks like it.
It does look similar.
Which is really interesting to think that Kylo Ren, obviously the leader for the Knights of Ren, is almost like what looks like to be killing a Knight of Ren himself. But then you see First Order Stormtroopers going in the same path as Kylo, so it could could it be that Matt Smith, because Matt Smith is apparently meant to play a Knight of Ren. It's not been confirmed fully though, but could it be that maybe he has a strong affiliation to Palpatine, maybe, and turn the rest of them against him or something like that? That's kind of what I'm thinking. And could this be a battle between First Order and Sith Empire, possibly? I don't know. It's just the Sith Empire.
There was a theory out there that maybe the First Order were going to join the Resistance or something in the fight and go against the Sith Empire. Or
I mean, you look at the beauty of all three trailers. Where are we?
Jacob, this cross analysis of all three trailers has been insane so far. I would never have thought to have done this.
No, it's
I'm just trying to.
the scenes that they put in here because they know like guys like us would just come along and just dissect the frames.
Yeah.
See,
It's great.
just hundreds of ISDs here with
I love that
red,
shit.
like with red markings around the side. You can't see it too well in here, but in the D23 footage, when it lights up a little bit, I've probably gone past it actually. You know, I have this bit. If you like really light it up, you can see.
Yeah, I saw someone had turned the brightness up on it.
Yeah, you can see red mark. For God's sake, there you go. You can see like red markings on the outside of here. Apparently, if you turn the brightness up, so that's another thing as well that you mentioned actually. With it could be the First Order join up with the Resistance to take on the Sith Empire. That would be really interesting. But then with the First Order and the Resistance being so against each other already, it's kind of what will then happen with this. Could be very interesting.
I was hoping that would probably lead into a nice arc for Finn, maybe to like lead a resurgence out of the First Order kind of thing. You know, inspire his former friends to jump ship in a way.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Bass, I didn't see you. You've gone. You back?
I'm here.
Cool.
Nice. Can you hear everyone this time?
I think so.
You think so? Awesome. All right. Did you hear what we were saying about the ISDs, Knight of Ren, and this stuff?
Yeah, I was listening to it. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So you got it. Epic. But then there's another thing as well. What planet is this on? This is very red and stuff. Or could that just be? Well, I don't even know what that could be, to be honest. It just looks like a kind of red sort of planet, but it looks like a really weird lighting thing.
Yeah.
So much misdirection.
It's interesting. It is interesting. I don't quite.
There's just so many planets in like a certain, like maybe if it's just like one planet, but in each of the trailers it's shown 3 different ways. You know, it's very interesting the way they've done it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing with Star Wars as well, though, is that obviously you look at our planet and you've got so many different biomes around, and it's like it's crazy to think that there's all this and different things. But then you look at Star Wars and the environment generally is the same across the whole planet. It's just you might have a few, you know, some like in Hoth, you'll have just like flat ice plains and then caves or whatever. But it'll be interesting to see if you have anything like that in Star Wars at some point, maybe, because you don't tend to see like different.
It's usually set to one kind of type.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the one that's the most varied is probably Naboo. It's closest to ours.
Yeah, I think so,
you've got swamp and grass plains and
the waterfalls,
obviously urban. Yeah,
that's a good shout.
Yeah,
especially in the Clone Wars series with Naboo, we see it sort of different environments and everything.
Yeah, I think Naboo is definitely the best kind of look at it for sure. This is Kylo's helmet being repaired, I think.
Yeah.
By a hairy
skin on Battlefront.
That would be awesome on Battlefront, wouldn't it? That would be cool. It's still not finished.
Yeah, I hope they bring that out.
I think that has to be a skin, to be honest. I think that would be amazing if you saw that.
I'd hope that all 3 of Rey, Kylo, and Finn get skins. I can't see why not. Finn especially, like considering he's only had one skin from day one.
Yeah, and he changed.
Never get like the Stormtrooper look.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Cool. But this, like Finn changes so much from the Last Jedi to the Rise of Skywalker. So if he doesn't get a skin, I will be
flipping tables.
I'll just I'll get the desk and I'll just flip it up. I'll break it, and this thing will get broken.
Oh no! Dice.
No, I shouldn't do that. I'll do that. It's fine. My brother put a lot of work into that one.
Really hairy person.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is. Like at the start, some people say it might be Babu Frick, but then we kind of realise that Babu Frick actually is the size of C-3PO's head. So that's not happening. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this is. And I'm just saying what because it could
I mean,
be
you know,
anything.
it could almost be one of the Knights of Ren. They're just, you know, a different, you know, just an alien species.
That's a
rather than-
hairy boy. Yeah, absolutely. It could well be.
Who knows? Maybe one of their specialities is forging.
Fixing things.
Forging old helmets together.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very niche.
Francis gone again. Where is
I wonder if he's got
Brent?
bad internet connection.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
maybe
wonder if
Palpatine had a hand in it.
Got 8
That's
pounds.
Palpatine.
All right, well, I'll keep an eye on it.
No, but I'm happy Matt Smith's going to have some sort of a role in it. I was thinking you can't cast the Doctor in this and not give him something.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
of course. Matt, like, I've only really ever seen Matt, because I've only seen Matt Smith in Doctor Who, I'll be honest. So seeing him as this like good guy, I can always see himself being some really evil bloke as well. So I think that would be awesome to be able to have some sort of role, even as a Knight of Ren. It's so good.
Yeah,
I've not watched it. In what? What was he?
He was in like a small role in one of the Terminator films. He played like a bad guy, and he was quite good at it.
No. Nice.
Very good. All right.
He was in because he was in The Crown as well. I've not watched it, but apparently he was.
Yeah, apparently he's really good in that.
Yeah, and a little evil as well. I think that's what someone told me.
Yeah, I think it's just the character he's portraying, really. But yeah, he does seem to. I've heard good things about him there as well.
Yeah.
I love how Poe looks like Indiana Jones up there.
He does, yeah. He does look like he's on some sort of adventure. But yeah, I mean, this is Pisana, so I kind of feel like this might be kind of one of the first times they get on the planet, really. I mean, Finn looks like he's holding Rey's staff as well. I mean, it might make sense, obviously, with Rey having having the lightsaber now as well. So,
yeah. Well, I wonder if this is during that time that she's off jumping over Kylo's tie. She's broken off, and these guys are still
on some
searching. Because we also got those shots of these guys on the speeder, haven't we, with Chewie and 3PO? So
yes, we do. Yeah, in this one.
That one.
It's towards the end. Here we go.
Yeah, and B as well. Maybe they could be. Maybe they get split up. Maybe they get split up at that point, and they escape on that, and she faces down with Kylo or something.
Possibly. I mean, there's a Lego set called like Speeder Chase, which uses. Right. I mean, there's Poe, there's 3PO, there's Finn. Like,
you see Poe laughing in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, there's Billy D laughing at me. Oh God, stop it, man, stop it. So there is
Finn becoming the Scorpion King.
Brilliant. I want images. Here we go. So yeah, this is like a speeder bike chase thing. There's obviously there's that kind of speeder, which I imagine is this thing. I'm assuming it's this.
Yeah.
That could be Rey. I think that's Rey piloting.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that did look like her white tunic.
Yeah, I'm too late. I can sort it out. But yeah, so I think Rey is piloting. BB-8 just flips up that thing. You've got a First Order Jet Trooper here with the Lego set, and then you've got a First Order Tread Speeder, which you do actually see as well. Again, if you look really closely here, I'll zoom in. I'll just make it a little bit easier, but you do see it just going along. And I think you start to see like a First Order Jet Trooper mark. Where are we looking? So yeah, that was obviously on Poseidon. So I think that's probably towards the closing stages of that part, really. Oh, look at that! The Last Jedi down there for £10. Let's get it, guys. Okay, so looking at that, you've got the Rise of Skywalker is only going to be 3 minutes longer than the Last Jedi. Only 3 minutes. There you go.
Yeah, the funny thing is, when I was watching The Last Jedi, it didn't. I know it was a long film, but it didn't actually feel long to me. It was only when it got halfway it started to drag.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, it didn't genuinely feel that long. But then again, it's only 10 minutes longer than the other films anyway. So 10 minutes isn't It
It's
doesn't
not really a lot.
too long, no, not at all.
Because most of the 10 minutes, it could be like 5-minute scenes of just talking in a hallway.
Yeah, of course. That's to be fair, we do see that a lot. Branson's also said his connection is messing with him, but he'll keep coming back in as soon as he can, really. So hopefully he will be back in shortly. All right, moving on a little bit. I imagine this is again. I mean, this is Babu Frick's workshop again with Dio. Apparently, Babu Frick actually made Dio as well, and then Dio got a very fond feelings for BB-8. You know, it's like a little.
It's like the sidekicks are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it started off. You know, we've got 3PO, then we've got R2, and then BB-8, and then Dio as well. Like, they just. We'll have like little Babu Frick there or something like that. Maybe, you know, so that'd be a nice size comparison.
The Porgs coming back in this one at all?
Pardon?
Do you know if the Porgs are coming back? You know, them little bird things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact that we saw them in the Falcon at the end of 8 anyway, I feel like it'll be funny just to see like one of them or something. Mind you, this is like quite some time later, so
time jump.
Yeah, Chewie would have eaten them all by then.
Yeah. Oh, the poor saps. Oh,
get off the console. I need you to be fresher.
Right.
You're not going to cook there.
Let's have a bath them, and then we will cook you. Right. So yeah, this is.
I think the scene's a bait and switch.
Little Dio. I think this is exactly the same point, you know, because I think that on the right side could be a cloak or something, like the drapes that they're wearing, like that.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I thought that would be exact.
What do we know about Dio so far? Is he? I'm guessing he's Bliss's droid companion, or
I honestly don't really know. I mean, I think the only thing we really know about Dio at the moment is that he was made by Babu Frick, and he's just like really fond of BB-8, so he like sticks with him. He's very much his buddy, and
right,
new duo.
And he looks like a hairdryer.
It could well be actually that it could well be that this is actually on Kijimi, maybe with Babu Frick's got his workshop on Kijimi, and then they all come to here, maybe.
Back in a sec, boys.
Yeah. Cool, not a problem.
Yeah, no,
I mean, yeah, you look at Rey, Finn, and Poe here, and they've all got like, these big overalls on, and then you've just got Zora Blitz in her normal attire. So I think this could very well be on Kijimi, maybe.
Yeah.
And then if you go on here, back with 3PO Red Eyes, you have that kind of blue lighting at the back, which again, if you go back to Kijimi somewhere,
it was on another tab, wasn't it?
Yeah, you see it on this one. See it in this. Shit. Here, it's kind of, to me, looks like lighting. So I feel like that will probably be where his workshop is, around here somewhere.
Yeah, nice.
Somewhere down there. So that's my
right.
thought anyway. Gosh, indeed. There's Dio BB-8 again. Then we got Chewie and Lando in the Falcon, which is very nice.
Fantastic shot.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like Chewie's like woo, but he's just like clicking the button. Yeah, boys. Lando laughing. They're going somewhere. Again, this is another shot of the speeder bike chase as well. Actually, we're going through there. There's a first order tread speeder. Same thing there. Oh,
Jet Trooper.
I get a decent frame of that. It's annoying how there's like the scrubbing on this is not good. Oh, you do get kind of. Oh, look at that. That's probably the best shot you can kind of get on them. But yeah, that's a first order jet trooper.
They look cool.
Again,
they look cool in that really blurry photo.
Yeah, they do. So it's like it's the same armor as this. So this is the jet trooper. And And we got here. I'll just quickly go on to that sec. So this is a Sith. This is the Sith Jet Trooper. They got the same armor as the First Order Jet Trooper, same weapon as well, but it's basically all red. So that is interesting. Grant, are you there as well, or you just have
I'm
some
here.
issues still? Cool, you are here. Awesome. So that's kind of what they're looking like. But going back to what we were saying earlier about could the First Order be joining with the Resistance to take down the Sith Empire, sort of thing. I think that'd be really cool. But again, like the fact that the First Order Jet Trooper and the Sith Jet Trooper look exactly the same in terms of their armor, and the fact that the Sith Trooper looks very much like a First Order Stormtrooper anyway, but with a bit of Phase 2 Clone Trooper as well. It's kind of, they seem very much based off of the First Order.
What about the First Order joins up with the Sith and Kylo goes to the Resistance?
It could also be that as well, yeah. It could also be.
Yeah, that's an interesting
thing. I feel like Kylo's redemption is going to be a big thing with this film, so we shall see.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're saving it for the last film though as well. I know a lot of people thought it should have happened in The Last Jedi, but considering that also Snoke had died and Palpatine hadn't been set up yet, it would have been like, well, what? If everybody's friends at the end of the second film, why are we having a trilogy?
Yeah, exactly. And also, this is kind of like the end of The Last Jedi was Kylo's opportunity to get the power he wanted to like really rise up. Like, oh hey, I'm Supreme Leader now, boys. It's just like
which is like far more interesting because it's
of course
it actually sets up a what you call it? I can't even think now. Conflict. That's the word I wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. It sets up nicely for a third film as well, which I'm sure we'll see in this. Look at that. This trailer has already got more views than the D23 footage by 13 million.
Jeez. Also, their subscriber count has flied up as well. Because before the trailer came out, they were at 2.9 million subscribers.
And now it's over what is now 3 million, just about. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. But yeah, I mean, this trailer's been, it's good. The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi for The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I put that on my social media.
That's pretty good.
Oh, nice. Let's view the replies. Are they bad? Very intriguing comment. Oh, thanks. That is intriguing.
Nice short, sweet conversation there.
Cool. It's like very intriguing. Yes, thank you. Bye. Okay, whatever. More shot of this again. I mean, 3PO on here. Like, look at that. He's holding on to dear life.
I love it.
Imagine that's the moment he gets like Chewie's bowcaster and just shoots the other, like all the people who are chasing them.
It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, can you imagine that? That would be so.
And he's
like First Order Jet Trooper. He's like.
And he's one of those ones that he just like, he kind of like, he programs the shot in with his mind, with his systems, and then he just executes it like. Pew, pew, pew. Like what the hell?
Battlefront 2 Lando's lucky shot.
And then Chewie gives him all the pokes that he's got locked away to throw at the stormtroopers chasing him.
Oh god! As little grenades.
Then he just has like a flashback to like, I've done this before, and then thinks of it episode 3 in the Geonosis arena.
I was like, hi Jedi.
Hi Jedi dogs. It's like, oh, wrong people. Sorry.
I'm reprogrammed for destruction, not etiquette.
Oh, we need to see that line when he's rising up like this. That being set on screen, perfect timing.
Activate instant kill.
Like, yes, can't even imagine.
Nice.
Oh, look at that! 3 kills in all 3 shots. Oh, yes.
I'm glad that he's in this one a bit more because he wasn't quite in there. I mean, he had probably the best line in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
You probably won't recognize me because of the red arm. just fantastic.
And then the look that he gets from Han as well when he says that line.
Yeah.
Dude, you're literally a gold-plated robot. It's like, oh man.
And there's the scene in Return of the Jedi after what's it? When Luke's levitating 3PO, and then they all get freed from where they're being tied up. And then Han's just looking at 3PO with like the angriest look I've seen on a human being.
It's Harrison Ford's line as well when they first get captured, and he like completely overeggs the proper. It's like it's just, when you watch that back, you'll see it now. It's just it's brilliant piece of melodrama.
I do remember picking that up. Yeah, it's so good. So good.
Divine.
I'm hoping R2 gets a bit more of a role as well.
Sorry,
R2. I'm hoping R2 gets a bit more of a role in this film.
Yeah.
He had literally nothing in the Force Awakens, pretty much nothing in the Last Jedi as well, and it's just been a real shame. So
give him his like rocket boost.
Hopefully, we get some redemption.
Right?
Yes. Maybe he goes head on into a First Order jet trooper.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, what like Hedwig style from Harry Potter?
Yes. Hey, bro, just like.
I'll save you all.
This camera angle is actually first person R2D2. Like he's about to head on collide into this thing. Can you imagine? That would be so good.
Dash.
That would be so good. Yeah. Do not do this at kids. A-wing. This next shot is an A-wing.
Oh, I'm so happy when I saw that the first time.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see the B-wings come back as well. Oh, that's a great shot. Wow, dude, that is screen. That was awesome. that freeze frame you just got of the A-wing. Where was that?
This one.
Yeah. Oh, mate, look at that. Yeah. That's almost like wallpaper worthy, isn't it? Like,
just if it was more high res, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I wonder if that shot in the trailer, if you know, like all the ships together, I wonder if that's actually like zoomed in, and I think there's like maybe even more.
Gonna pull back. Oh. That would be a thing.
Let's full screen it. Yeah, I mean, this is. I'm just gonna play back speed. I'm gonna go a quarter, but I'm gonna turn the volume like mute it basically because it's really like horrible.
Yeah.
That's an Imperial Star. Look at the red markings actually come up a lot nicer here.
Yeah.
You can see those red markings.
Yeah. It's kind of reminiscent to the Venator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is never really made that connection, but yeah, no, I totally see where you're going with that. I wish this wasn't so bloody bulbous. It makes scrubbing really difficult. It really does.
Yeah, it's nigh impossible, isn't it? Oof.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at kind of the ridges here, like this is
yeah.
Destroyer. There you go, like the reactors there. Oh, did you see that as well?
No, that was the perfect freeze frame. Then.
You can see like that's the engine there, but you can see it ignite in one more. Look at that! Oh, look at that! So cool. Hey, Bo, we're back. No. No.
I see what you're saying. You see that cracking of the thing. Yeah.
The cracking. Right, let's turn that speed up again.
So no, I think they were going to kill Oppo originally, weren't they?
Yeah.
God, I'm so glad they did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were going to. I'm pretty sure they were going to kill him off in The Force Awakens, but yeah, I'm really happy that they didn't. He's I really like his character actually. And I feel like The Last Jedi is very much. Because the thing is though, you look at like the main three, because all of the trilogies have had three main characters in terms of the good side.
Yeah.
So and like Poe is obviously one of them. You got Rey, Finn, and Poe, and I feel very much like he was a big part of The Force Awakens, but also that was more Rey and Finn's film. But I feel like The Last Jedi was very much Rey and Poe's film, to be honest. Like, you know, Finn obviously played a pretty big role as well, but it was a lot more evenly split with Poe having a lot more screen time and a bit more of importance. So the fact they're all coming together as a group in this film is really nice, actually.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love that moment at the end of The Last Jedi when Poe and Rey meet. And because I remember when I first watched it, I was there. I was like, oh yeah, they've actually never met each other. How have we gotten 2 films in
Yeah.
and they've never met each other?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. They have never done that before. They've been in
Because
close
they-
proximity to Battle
Well, this is it.
Takadana.
Yeah, Takadana, and even on Dakar as well at the Resistance base. They
of
would have
course,
been
yeah.
at the end of Force Awakens. They would have been there at the same time. But
They're just in their own
You do,
bubble.
I mean, that's the thing. You do see at the end of the Force Awakens, you apparently do see Poe in like actual Resistance officer outfit. So like they've seen they would have seen each other before, but they've never had
Yeah.
like an actual encounter. I'm guessing, really that's why when Rey introduces herself as Rey in the Last Jedi, Poe is just like, I know. So
yeah.
obviously you would have heard a lot about her anyway, but the fact that he
Yeah.
would have seen her before and all these other things as well, it's kind of like, I know.
The common denominator is BB-8 sort of connecting them all in a way.
Yeah,
Of course,
definitely.
yeah, absolutely. Definitely, yeah.
Dude, the droids are always central. They're always central.
They are. They are a very key part. I mean, without droids, what is Star Wars? Hey, it's just
Yeah.
it's just wars in
Yep.
space. Space wars, let's call it that.
Like that one behind 3PO in the trailer.
Yes. We've got this medallion as well, obviously from A New Hope. I feel like it's either going to be Luke or Hans, really.
I imagine it looks like that's Leia's hand, so I imagine it must be Hans. I can't see why she would have Luke and not Hans.
Yeah,
Make more
no, I
sense,
totally agree. Yeah, I think it would make more sense kind of looking back and be like, oh, I wish he was still here.
Actually, wouldn't surprise me if Luke's is in the bottom of the Actu-C along with his X-wing.
With his X-wing, yes. Like,
I wonder if it's still there.
I don't care. Probably will be. Scout, unless like they heard stories about Act 2 and it's like, let's go there. It's like, oh my god, it's Luke's X-wing. How do we get it out? I don't know. Something.
Let's revive Red 5.
Yes. In that big
Rogue One, they
space.
credited that.
Yeah, I liked in Rogue One about how they had Red 5 in there, but then they
Such a touch. But that whole battle, like using the unused footage of Red and Gold Leader as well, just
so
spot
good.
on.
It was so good. They just added
I was like,
what
wow.
they did with Rogue One. Yeah, the things they did with Rogue One was just amazing.
Yeah.
But we get this, and then Luke's X-wing just comes in all like just broken. It's like Red 5 standing by. It's like what?
Dude, I'd love to see that zoom out. I'd love to see that zoom out and see exactly how many are there.
Glorious, yeah. I mean, we were looking at this the other day, last night, and like right here at the bottom, I feel like that's a Wookiee gunship as well that we see in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, I've seen that being pointed out quite a bit as well.
Star Wars Rebels Wookiee gunship. No, I don't want to go shopping. Stop it.
I like how they've got the
Images. This thing.
ghost there as well, like front and center.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Yes, this one. Yeah. So I feel like this is that.
Dude,
Maybe.
love to see some Wookiees in space.
Oh, this
That
is
would
like
be
the end
crazy.
game of Star Wars, and they just throw like cameos in, like for the last minute, just like have Rey walk in by herself, and then all these portals start opening.
Yeah, I mean, you actually get a better shot of it here.
Yeah. I'm loving the little U-wing down at the bottom there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the U-wing, you got the Ghost as well.
Dude, I literally, if that is the Ghost, and that is, people were saying if it would be Hera, but then someone was saying if it's her and Jane and her and Kanan's son.
Yeah,
Jason.
Jason do like that.
Yeah.
The
bank.
Apparently, the Colossus is somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I've not watched
Are you guys
Resistance.
watching Resistance at all? No.
I've only watched the first 4 episodes of season 1.
Watched the first 7, but I need to catch up.
Okay, yeah, I've only watched 1 episode of season 2 at the moment, but so I won't say anything in terms of general like what the Colossus actually looks like in terms of everything else. It's not a spoiler or anything like that, but I personally can't really see anything that almost looks like the Colossus, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
because it'd be really curious if they bring in the Rebels characters, they bring in the Resistance characters, and you know, some people are like, oh, what if they bring in Zay and Shriv as well from Battlefront?
Yeah, I mean, the Resistance Reborn book that's coming out soon, I think that Zay and Shriv actually appear in that because they were sent to Raven. So
oh, Wedge is in there somewhere in that little picture.
Yeah, Wedge is in as well.
Oh.
He's in the Resistance Reborn as well. So hopefully we can get some big boy Wedge antilles.
Give me some Red Leader.
Yes. That ship.
Is it called the Shadowcaster? Is it?
I don't know, but people were saying it's a ship that we've seen before in like it's not that, is it? Like
I will say that about Rebels though. That one episode with the Clone Wars where it's like, you know, Ezra asks one question, he's like, who won? You know, none of them did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can really tie that into this film as well with like the Republic and the Separatists even.
Yeah, I mean, even here we do see some like we've got the Republic frigates there and there. One's green.
Got the Last Jedi bomber in the corner.
Yep, you got the Resistance bomber. Where
good bombers.
Do you see them somewhere? There we go. There's one. We got another Corvette here. That ship looks like the Radus, not the Radus, but like Admiral Radus's ship. Anyway, that obviously got destroyed.
Right,
But
Bunker Buster as well.
Republic, you've got the Bunker Buster here as well. But going back to the Republic side of things, apparently people are saying that there's Acclamator Republic frigates are here. Like if you look right at the back, there are these sort of like triangle ships as well. And if you look at the Acclamator, I'm going to butcher the spelling here very well. Class assault ship.
Oh, yeah, that would be so good. I mean, it'd be fan service, but I'd love it.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah.
These like triangular Republic frigates. Apparently, like people are saying it's these ships here, which I can definitely see where they're going with this, to be fair. So I think if we do actually get to see that, then that would be pretty damn cool. I think. I mean, the fact that we'd have things from like the Clone Wars, the Republic era here, the Rebellion era with these ships and the frigates, and then like the Ghost, to then have Resistance style ships as well, the Bunker Busters, the bombs. Like
this kind of stuff that gives me confidence in JJ's ability, where he says, we're not playing around. When we say we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it genuinely does feel like everything's tying together really nicely. So I feel like that's something they're definitely doing.
It definitely make like the Last Jedi backlash seem lesser when people look at it upon reflection. I guess it's.
It definitely will. It'll go exactly the same way as the prequels did. Over time, once it's got that rounding off, people will be like, "Yeah, man, that
wasn't a bad job.
I can sit down and watch it now."
I mean, I feel like with the way it will go is like obviously the Rise of Skywalker will come out, and essentially in terms of the story we have actually got. Without The Last Jedi, we never would have got to the Rise of Skywalker sort of thing. So I feel like because of the story, it will fit into it. I feel like JJ would actually to kind of do a good job of kind of building from The Last Jedi as well, and also trying to obviously tell.
I suppose upon retrospect, the film needed to happen for this film to happen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And I don't. The thing with Star Wars as well, though, is every film has always. The next film has taken place a year or so after, or many years after the previous film. So for The Last Jedi to go on, continue, like to build, like to follow on from The Force Awakens has not been done before. So it kind of, you still have to carry on with that exact storyline you just had. Because if you went into The Last Jedi in exactly the same time frame it did, but have like a really weird story that doesn't really build on from what they had, then it wouldn't make sense. I mean, they could have ended The Force Awakens in a different way, or they could have had The Last Jedi take place maybe a year or so after The Force Awakens anyway, and then just told the other story in between. But I just feel like the way we had the way The Force Awakens ended, to have The Last Jedi the way it was, I feel like it was a solid story. I can totally understand people's frustrations with it and their dislike to it, the flaws, but I feel like it was a good story to follow on with it. whether it's the right one to have with episode 8, it's another thing, really. But
yeah, I mean, I have a few gripes with the sequel trilogy, but as time's gone along, when I started YouTube, it was more about just hitting the outrage machine for clicks. Now it's just I come at it with a more analytical approach. So with The Last Jedi, I mean, Luke and Crate, that whole scene was just glorious.
Well, this is it, and it's something that people always seem to forget. Everyone, a lot of people very immediately afterwards were like, they ruined Luke. Luke would never do that, and I'm like, but did you watch to the end of the film when we got full Luke Skywalker, and using a power that, I mean, was just incredible. For me,
I never fell into that bracket just because I allowed myself to get spoiled in the film, so I never really enjoyed it as much. But learning from that mistake going forward, I don't want that same thing to happen again. Just to appreciate it more.
Yeah, that's it. And even if you go forward with The Rise of Skywalker as well, I think I see lots of people writing on Twitter being like, yep, just as I thought, rubbish trailer. And it's like, well, it's going to be rubbish if you go in saying it's rubbish.
The preconceived notion of it being rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. You've already made the decision. Whereas if you kind of go, right, this is the final one, cool. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to be open-minded, whatever. I'm going to give it a go. So hopefully people will do that when they sit down and watch the film. They'll go, right, do you know what? This is what I've got. Whatever they've made. It's got to happen.
Yeah. Everyone's in it at the moment with the ticket sales blasting through the roof. Everyone's trying to say that all the numbers are fake and everyone's being paid off. I said, nah, come on.
It's time for all these people going on about that. It's time to grow up, to be honest. If you don't like The Last Jedi, you don't like the sequel trilogy, that's fair enough. That's your own opinion. But if you're not interested if you're not interested in The Rise of Skywalker, that's fair enough. But if you're going into watching a trailer with oh, it's going to be awful with all these expectations, you're going to feel that way no matter what. So I feel like anyone, if you don't like the sequel trilogy anyway, but you're still going to watch The Rise of Skywalker, just go in with it with an open mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't be oh, just the last one sucks, so this one's going to suck as well. That's not. I don't feel like it's a healthy attitude to have going into it.
No.
Well, no, that's it, and and as you're saying, Jacob, yeah, sure, if you didn't like it at the start and you had that reaction, but after a while you're like, cool, all right, I've got my reaction out there. Now let's actually think about this.
Yeah.
Whereas other people are spending 2 years just getting clicks on an outrage. Look, I didn't like the second Fantastic Beasts film. Made my video, moved on. Do you know what I mean? It's the for me, it's all a choice.
Oh yeah, I mean, people are doing the same with a TV show called Batwoman at the minute. Now, I don't know if you guys have watched it or if you're into your comics, but they're all saying they were going in with the preconceived idea that they were going to hate it. So now they're all making episode review of them constantly just smashing it. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I've watched 2 episodes already, and I'm yet to see any of the things they're talking about. It's actually not that bad. And the trailer was, I don't know, the trailer was kind of rubbish, but the episodes were actually pretty good. We'll give things a chance.
I think it must be really difficult to trailer a TV show. Lots of TV shows you watch the Walking Dead trailers are actually always really good, and then you sit down and watch the last few seasons, and you're like, all that good stuff is so drawn out and so far and in between.
They pick select frames and stick it in the promotion.
Yeah, they really did. But
it's because the Batwoman thing's CW, isn't it? It's the same as Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, and stuff, isn't it? It's the same storyline. So I mean, I used to watch them when I had more time on my hands and I was living with my mum. I used to watch those shows a lot. I actually used to be really into them. So to have another TV show into that sort of universe for me would be really interesting, and I'd kind of be like, okay, they're bringing another character into the universe. I think it's going to be really interesting. And if I didn't like it, that obviously that's fine. But it's and I appreciate obviously trailers are there to kind of almost sell it, to sell the show to people. If people don't like the look of the trailer, then that's fair enough. But I feel like they should at least still go into the actual TV show with an open mind and be like, right, okay, I didn't like the trailer, but I'm going to give the first few episodes a little go, and if I don't like it by the end of it, I don't have to watch it, you know. And I feel like it was the same with Stars Resistance as well. Loads of people were saying, "Oh, I don't like the art style used in it. Oh, it's for kids," which, duh. And it's just like, you know, he didn't like the trailer, he didn't like the art style. That's fair enough. I mean, that's going to be your opinion. You know, not everyone's going to like the same art styles and all these other things. But I went into Resistance. I wasn't 100% sure on the art style, to be fair, but I kind of enjoyed the trailer, so I went into it with an open mind. And after a few episodes, I felt myself, you know, I was actually starting to really enjoy it. I was really pleasantly surprised by it, and the thing with TV series that's so hard as well to get into as well, it's the last few episodes of the season, or the last half of the season, is where things start to pick up and get really juicy. Like with Resistance season 1, for example, it really starts to pick up later in the season, that's something that's so great about it. But with it, again, people aren't, after the first like 4 or 5 episodes, people might just stop and be like, "Oh, it's not for me." But which is really a shame with TV shows, I feel like.
It was the same with Rebels, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I started rewatching Rebels with my brother. I haven't watched it in about a week or so now, but we started watching Rebels again. And to be honest, Ezra actually wasn't as childish as I remember him to be. It doesn't seem that way until now. But it felt like with Rebels, when we were first watching it, it kind of felt like the first season and a half was kind of definitely more aimed at kind of kids, that sort of younger audience. But as things got through further and further, when Ahsoka came into it, that's when it started to get better. And season 3 and 4 got quite dark as well, with Thrawn and all these other things. But then,
well, this is it. Yeah, as soon as you had Maul and Thrawn and Vader and Ahsoka, it was just went to new heights.
Yeah, so Malachor thing was awesome. So
I actually prefer Rebels to Clone Wars. So I think just because of how, for me, it kind of felt a lot darker as it went on, and it kind of I think it grew up quicker than the Clone Wars did. I mean, it had to, because it was only 4 seasons, and so that I really enjoyed it from there. And I remember watching season 4, because I'd watched seasons 1, 2, and half of 3, and 4 was about to come out, and so I rewatched everything with my girlfriend, who was watching the first time round. And when it got to that half, you know, when it got to all the new stuff I was watching, stuff I hadn't seen before, I was like, "Blimey, this is really good. This is I had that little nod with myself, like
the same. I mean, Callus is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, just because of his arc in that whole series. You know, it was just so well done, and I was just like, "No, don't you kill him off? Don't you kill him off?"
Yeah, Kanan. I feel like Kanan's one of the most well-developed characters in the whole thing. I mean, even with the first few episodes of Rebels, you really see some character development as well, because in the first episode, he seems to be almost a bit of like a hot shot, like kind of almost, you know, full of himself, trying to take charge. When he kind of like a rebel, yeah, exactly. When Ezra's there trying to like take the supplies and all that stuff. In the first episode, but then he kind of brings on Ezra and starts to train him, and he's like, "No, I can't. You know, I can't do this. You need a better teacher." And that's obviously where you go, and they try and find Luminara, but obviously it turns out she's dead.
But Joe, that was actually quite dark, you know, the first time I saw that.
Yeah. I actually didn't think it was that early on, but like it's literally like episode 4 or 5, and they go to Luminara, and it's like, "Oh, hey, Luminara's here," and it's like, "Oh, it's a hologram," and then it goes back into that chamber, and then it turns out it's basically like a mummified Luminara. And it's like, "Oh, damn, okay." Like for kids, that's actually like, that gave me chills, for God's sake. You know, that's like creepy stuff.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's one of those things that rewatching it definitely didn't feel as aimed towards a younger audience as I first expected, to be honest. And after that episode, you then see Kanan. Kanan's like, "Right, okay, you know what? I'm going to train you. We're going to do this sort of thing, you know." So already you see progression in his character, and it's like 5 episodes in, which I think is really. I feel like that's just great, to be honest.
By the way, Aaron's in the backstage. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Seems like the canon version of Ron Cota.
Yes, definitely.
Backstage. I don't see him. He doesn't say anything.
He wrote on the YT chat.
Yeah, I do see that. Yeah.
I mean, I do prefer the art style to Clone Wars overall, but Rebels in retrospect was really good. Resistance is what I like about Resistance is it's like a really sort of fun going show kind of thing, and then when it's serious, it needs when it needs to be, it takes itself seriously.
Nice.
Especially that Hawk speech. I mean,
yeah,
I need to catch up on that.
It's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I think Resistance is definitely worth getting to, especially the later stages of the series. Going back to Aaron as well, he's still there. I mean, he said that 6 minutes ago, to be fair, so he may well have gone actually. Hopefully he'll come back and we'll have a
nice t-shirt, Mark.
Thank you very much. I've actually got loads of Star Wars t-shirts in my room.
Very nice. Very nice.
A little bit. Well, that's cool. Cool. Shall we finish off with, or not finish off, but do you want to move through this trailer again, maybe?
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. There's another thing in the people who do the outrage for clicks. They build up an audience where people expect them to outrage for the sake of outraging. So they have no choice but to do it. Like they back themselves into a corner where they have to do it. Otherwise, their own.
Well, this is it, isn't it?
Against them.
And it's like, as you say, the people that are reviewing Batwoman, and it clearly, I don't know, maybe it seems like they're doing it just to badmouth it now. And it's like, so you're still choosing to sit down and watch something you don't like.
Why would you put yourself?
You wouldn't. You just wouldn't. So it shows even more that you're doing it just for the views and the likes and which. I mean, okay, look. Why do I really care that much about what other people do? I don't. But it's just kind of like, if you're going to spend your life being outraged and negative, I just don't. Yeah, I don't understand why. But there we are.
I mean, we're all on YouTube for like our views and clicks, but I think there's a way you go about it. You hope a video blows up where you're spreading a bit more positivity than all that negative stuff. And just turn on the camera, vent.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot in the beginning, but when as time went by, I started looking at a few of the videos that I did. I was just like, I don't want this as a moral perspective. Like if my channel blew up, you have then a platform and a responsibility to the people who follow you and those who you surround yourself with, and they sort of follow what you're doing. So I wanted to set like a better example. So I took a lot of them videos down and try and take a more different approach to it now.
Fair. I think that's really, I mean, the fact that you yourself can kind of go back and reevaluate that thing, I think that it really shows a kind of strong character within yourself as well, to be able to go and do that and be like, actually, this is not the right way to go about it. I'm going to go and do this instead and try and change who I am, like try and change myself with this. I think it's good, dude.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Nice guys.
Cool.
We got some messages in the chat. I don't know if you want to check them out.
Let me have a go. So Braster is also saying about how Kanan and Ezra are the most well-developed characters in the digital scan to date. And I'd honestly agree with you there, to be honest, Braster. I really think Rebels is, I mean, obviously we've got the sequel trilogy, but Rebels is the longest standing and most developed thing that Disney has kind of gone on in terms of
progression of story.
Actual progression of the story. Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like that kind of, I totally agree with you, and I totally agree. I think that they've been allowed to kind of have that time as well, so that is good. The Star Wars guys, well, it's good to see you. Have I missed much? Well, we've been talking quite a lot about the trailers, and we're looking at all three at the moment, just dissecting each bit, and we've done some cross analysis of the different trailers as well. We feel like there's this laser might be on Kijimi by looking at this as well. The overall geology and environment that we see here, we kind of feel like it's something like that really. We've just been doing some cross analysis of the trailers anyway. and we've just been having some nice talks. Oh, look at how it just
Brum.
very nice. I mean, the thing as well, Branson makes a point here saying, imagine thinking a Star Wars trailer is bad. I think even if you don't like The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens or anything like that, there is no taking away that these trailers are incredible.
These trailers are great.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Dude, I remember that Force Awakens trailer with the Falcon flying through the wreckage and you got Leia's theme underneath it. And I was just like, I am so ready to see a new Star Wars film.
I was just like, I was skeptical at first, Disney, but I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, I can strap in. Let's go.
I mean, the Force Awakens was my first ever Star Wars film in the cinema. So the fact, like, because
Same for me.
When Disney. Okay, yeah. So I mean, like when we heard the news about Disney like buying Lucasfilm for so much money and there's going to be new Star Wars films, I was in the car on my way to school, and I was so happy. I mean, the fact that I was going to be able to go and see a Star Wars film in a cinema and have that experience for me was one of the best things. I went to a little London cinema where my dad used to watch the Star Wars films when they came out as well. So it was really nice to be able to
mate.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm lucky enough to be quite a bit older than you guys. So I saw the original trilogy on their 20th anniversary release in cinemas. That was back in '97. Yeah. I was 6 years old. I got to sit down and watch. My dad took me to see all of them.
First time I saw them was this. Let me grab it.
And then what was cooler then is because mate, yes, I had that one. That is beautiful.
Oh yeah, I've got that as well. I've got that. My mum, I think it's at my mum's at the moment. Yeah, she's. Dude,
I used to have the original trilogy on VHS. Like,
very nice.
Chuck in that tape.
Wow.
We got some questions if you want to have a look. Oh, you are on it already. Sweet.
So, still watch all the Star Wars trailers religiously. Yes. Ben, it's good to see you, buddy. Star Wars guys' first Star Wars cinema experience you had was Phantom Menace 3D release. Very good. I remember when that came out. Actually, I was at the cinema. I didn't go and see it. I didn't go and see it, but I saw like posters for it. It was really cool.
I was actually living abroad at that time when that came out. I was on placement at uni. I was in Estonia, and it was releasing. And I was like, oh, how can I see it? Because like the cinemas in Estonia are great because all the films are in English, and they just put on Estonian and Russian subtitles. But I was trying to figure out, like, it wasn't showing anywhere in the capital, in Tallinn, where I was. It was showing in Helsinki in Finland, which is a 2-hour ferry ride. And I was like, right, am I going to book a 2-hour ferry ride to go to Finland just to watch Phantom Menace in 3D? I didn't in the end. By the time I got back to England, it was still out. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it was Attack of the Clones with my mum. And I don't know, the only shot I remember from the film is when they're sat there at the start in the Senate building. And then, fast forward like 15 years. I went to The Force Awakens with the mum. And then for The Last Jedi, I took my mum and my sister. So it was like seeing the second film in the trilogy with my younger sibling, like my mum did with me. It was
right.
It was surreal. I thought this is what it's about.
Yeah,
of course.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I went to The Force Awakens twice. I went to Rogue One twice, and The Last Jedi 3 times. I think I'm hoping I'll see The Rise of Skywalker a few times as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
What's it? I saw Endgame 4 times, so I'm thinking I've got to go see Rise of Skywalker a minimum of 4.
Yeah, I think I only saw Endgame once actually. I can't remember now actually. But I went to see that with my girlfriend because she's a big Marvel fan. So that was awesome as well. We came out of it and we had like a 20-minute walk back to her house, and it was like the whole time we were talking about it, and it was like, oh my god, this is crazy! Like, what the hell's just happened? You know. So, and like, I'm gonna be watching the sequel trilogy with my brother. So,
awesome.
Yeah. So he's my identical twin, and he's as big a Star Wars fan as me, which is amazing. So we're going on like Wednesday at 6:15 in the evening to watch The Force Awakens. then The Last Jedi, then The Rise of Skywalker at midnight. Triple bill.
That's
Jeez.
Awesome.
I'll raise a lightsaber to that.
That is lightsaber worthy. Hell yeah.
Do you know, when
So-
I took this to Comic-Con, someone like he touched it. He was like, "Is that the Attack of the Clones lightsaber?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is. Could you give it back, please? Thank you."
I won't do that now, thank you.
I used to have the same one, but my blue blade, the glue, for some reason unstuck. So whenever you flick it out, the blade just shot across the room.
Oh dear. That's not very good.
Oh dear. And I saw a picture of a kid like floating around Instagram, like he was like maybe 10 or 9 or something, and he was holding that lightsaber. I was like, reminds me of something.
Brilliant.
Even had the Padawan braid.
Nice.
Brilliant.
That's cool. Yeah, so most watched movie at a cinema, for me is Rogue One. The Last Jedi, which is 3 times, because I went to see it with my brother and friends on the second. I think it was on. Yeah, it was on it. It was when it came out on its second day. I went to see it with my brother, his friends, and my friends. I saw it that weekend as well with my dad, I think, or with my mum, might be someone, and then I saw it with my dad as well at some point as well. So 3 times. I really want to go and see The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker, a few times as well in cinemas, but I'm not 100% sure how. Like, I think I'm fairly busy over that time as well, so it'll be like, it might be difficult, but we shall see.
Yeah. I just want to get in there before
it's coming out
spoiling.
like literally the week before Christmas.
Exactly. It's a busy time, so we shall see.
Yeah.
Dude, 5 times for Endgame, Brantster,
Wow.
Star Wars Lounge.
Go on,
Mental.
Lounge.
That is mental.
Oof.
That's 15 hours of cinema on one film.
Yeah.
That's mental.
Pretty crazy, to be fair.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh god, that.
And then, wow, there's
Oh,
a
let me
Rogue
change.
One Benji 7 times for Hobbit.
Blimey
How was
heck.
the Hobbit runtime?
7.
That's another 2 hours 45 minutes, isn't it?
The Hobbit. Have runtime on the front page in Muppet. Probably is about that though. Yeah.
7 times for the Hobbit.
Crazy.
Blimey heck. Blimey heck.
That's just a series runtime.
We're going on an adventure again and again and again.
And again, oh god.
And again.
I think Rogue Jedi, I think you made sure that Hobbit 2 got to cinemas just on your ticket sales alone.
I think you got it a couple of sequels.
The actual runtime is 69 minutes.
169. 2 hours
so
50.
it's very close to 3 hours there, yeah. Damn. All we've got
play,
in which is 182 minutes.
Jeez,
So
it's crazy.
That is almost a full rotation of the Earth's worth of cinema. Congratulations. 7 times.
very good. That is a clap. All right.
Out of curiosity, did you buy popcorn on each occasion? You know,
Yeah, right. Yeah. We need to get into this, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to, I just tend to go and buy food before going in, just because it's obviously very expensive, and I don't have a lot of money, so yeah.
I mean, it's like a cheeky Nando's before the cinema.
See, I don't have that. I went to KFC before the Last Jedi. I went to KFC with all my mates. So
Fair.
does that count?
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I'll give that. I'll give KFC. In fact, my pals and I, we always go to. If we go for a big cinema event, we always go Five Guys. That's our big cinema. Big cinema pre-game food.
Mm-hmm.
Tradition.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I go, to be honest, to watch the Triple Bill, because it's like we're going to be there, and it's like 6:15. It's basically dinner time, and it's like I'm gonna have to eat way before as well. Yeah,
just have a popcorn dinner.
Yeah.
it's like,
See the Star Wars Lounge's comment.
I don't buy popcorn. I can't. He is your idol.
Oh
Brilliant.
dear. You know, so have you guys seen the channel? What's it? At ATAT however you want to say it. Yeah. He basically did a video, and I love his channel. So if you ever watch his, shout out to him. He was basically saying, you know, that shot in the trailer when Kylo walks out the water and you know gets his saber, which you know, he was like, like he's feeling like pregnant or something now or something. You know, I was like, wow. And it was just that. It was just like, you know what? That's what it's about. It's about having fun. I like it.
Fair play. Fair play.
I'm gonna get that. I'm actually gonna get that part up again, and then I'm gonna say a comment which I hope will get a laugh. Okay.
You built it up, Mark. All right, here we go.
I've built it up now. So
drum roll.
It doesn't get a laugh. Oh god! All right, pressure's on now, boys. Pressure's on.
You got this.
Gotta build. Hello. Ree, he doesn't know how to hold a lightsaber. Ree. He doesn't know how to hold a lightsaber.
Yes,
it's just, you can't hold it like that anymore. Come on.
I just love his accuracy. Like, I mean, if I'd have done that, I mean, if I try and do it with this one, you know, I mean, when I do it, I just end up cutting myself. Bloody.
Yeah, like I'd like to be doing that as well.
Hang on, I've got to go grab mine and check this out.
No worries. I can't like I don't know, my wrist is really weird. It doesn't work. It's not great for
especially with the cross guard, it's just hard to
how's he not he's probably like
how he does that.
Times, yeah. It's like oh man. He's trained.
Yeah,
but this is
one of the best additions to the saga.
Oh, look at that beautiful man.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, this is mine. Oh yeah, hang on, let me crack it on. Boom.
The thing is, I took the batteries out of this, so I can't.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh,
shame, man.
I like that. That's a cool one. So Yoda in it.
Yeah. This is just a Disney store one as well. They're like 20 quid, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think they only really have Rays and Kylos at the moment, though. But yeah, I managed to sneak in and grab a Yoda. It's the chosen one lightsaber. I'm sorry, but she's stuck it back together now, and it's a different design, so it's hers now.
Yeah, basically, lightsaber at this point is
a
bit of welding.
Whatever. Yeah,
this is the thing. The only reason why I felt like it was necessary to go to that point and just go, Rey, he can't hold a lightsaber, is because of Rey. Like people were making this big ass fuss about how Rey can't hold a bloody lightsaber.
Yeah,
and it's just like we see so many people holding it like backhanded.
You need to see the Geonosis arena, innit? You can see dudes in the background holding it like this.
You see,
there's all kinds of stuff.
Ahsoka holds it like that. You see Starkiller holding like that as well. It's like, and no one complained when Ahsoka did it. No one complained when Starkiller was going around in the Force Unleashed and being a total badass, like with his Force powers, backhanded lightsabers cutting people's heads off and all these other things. Like no one complained then. Why is it when Rey holds the lightsaber differently to the majority of people that people complain? It's
weird. And
she's not had training,
Yeah, but a lot of the people that are complaining, they don't even realize that she's actually doing one of the forms. I think in The Last Jedi, she's actually using one of the forms. Same in Force Awakens. I think it's form. What form is it? It's one of the first four. I think it was Form 4 maybe, or 2. I'm not sure.
Right.
But she fights the same way Palpatine does. Captain Slash.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, look at the Force Awakens again. She's with her staff. She was on Jakku on her own pretty much for so many years, and she obviously had her staff. She's going to be able to use. She's going to be able to wield like a melee weapon of that sort of type. Yeah, okay. She may well have been using her staff maybe a bit kind of in a dual blade way. Sometimes it might not have been. It might have been like up here, like smacking people. But she, over those years, she would have learned how to probably use it. She may well have trained herself. So when she does get a lightsaber, she's going to have some sort of like ability. But even with even with the Force Awakens, it's not like she was using it that well at all. It was just when she kind of connected with the Force, pushed Kylo away, and then like bang, 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 and like flicks up, and it's like, whoa, that was badass. By the way, it's just she connected with the Force, and that's how she kind of got into it. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's just one of those things.
Hey, Brandon's back.
I'm here.
Hey, hello there.
Yeah, I've been listening to it the whole time.
Nice, man.
Interesting conversation.
Hello there.
Interesting conversation. Very enjoyable. Cool. And I've probably got about another like hour or so tops really as well. So we've got plenty of time.
Yeah, no worries. I'm probably gonna probably about 10-15 minutes for me. I still not finished my Falcon pack yet for tomorrow.
No worries.
It's
Yeah,
almost there.
Yeah, that looks good, by the way, man. Keep up with that.
Cheers, man. Yeah, the armor's done. The front armor, that's just got to be stuck now onto the tack vest. The flight pack is done. That can just be stuck onto the tack vest as well. It's just one of the wings I've got to finish off, but that shouldn't take too much longer, to be honest. So then it'll be there. It's looking sick.
Yeah, you've been working hard on that, haven't you?
Awesome.
Yeah, well, this is it. Like, because I would have had it finished earlier as well, but I've been on an acting job I've been flying up and down the country. So
yeah,
it's kind of this week has been the only week I've been able to actually properly sit down and work on it. But hang on, I'll pull some up.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to be able to get like an actual full-on Phase 2 clone armor and be able to like cosplay that around. That would be so cool.
That's the front armor there.
Very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I was adding some of the like detail in there to make it look metallic.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Let me show you the flight pack. Now we're getting an exclusive first look. Yeah, there's the flight pack as well.
Yeah, nice.
Not bad at all.
But yeah, and then I'll show you the completed wing while we're here.
Why not? Well, that is sick, to be fair. Nice. That is looking really good.
So yeah, just got to stick it all together. Finish the second wing and stick it all together.
It's good.
Awesome.
I went to Comic-Con a few months ago. I think it was last year, and I've seen him at most of the cons. Like he's got himself like a War Machine suit, and it's got all like the metal and the clanking and the sounds and everything. I was like, wow,
it's incredible, isn't it? What people can do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's various places like there's one guy who does a lot of Star Wars stuff called Imperial Surplus, and he actually provides a lot of the actual for Galaxy's Edge. He provided a lot of the Stormtrooper armor for them, and I believe he provided if you guys saw the Fallen Order, like if you saw the Fallen Order event with those Purge Troopers and the Second Sister, I think he built those as well. Yeah. He certainly built the Purge Troopers for EA Play and I think Celebration as well, actually. So he's got some really top-notch stuff. But if you look on his website as well, like he can do like full-on like Phase 2 clone armor and everything like that. And it's really expensive stuff though, to be fair. But I would treasure that, and I'd be like wearing that around with want to be wearing that around at like a Star Wars Celebration or like a Comic-Con or something like that. I just think it'd be really interesting to kind of have that almost like a vlog-like thing, put it on the channel and just see how that goes. Because even my brother it would be awesome to have that with my brother as well. If he got a set of clone armor as well, because we're identical twins as well. We'd actually almost be actual clones as well. So it's just like
that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
You could do the speech of we're brothers, we fight, we win.
It's like and then like put the arm up as well. That's the thing. Yeah, it would be so cool to be able to have. You should definitely
go as like Rex and Cody. That'd be awesome.
Oh
yeah, that would be really cool.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going onto his website and I'll share the screen as well because he's got some. You can get some really interesting things actually. The only thing I don't think you can get though, I don't know if he actually does all the painting and stuff like that. It's more just the kits. Right. So all the paint jobs and stuff like that you have to do yourself. Which I try and find. I don't trust myself, and I don't like. I mean, with the whole cosplay thing, I've never really done it. I've never looked into it sort of thing.
To be honest, this is the most I've really gone for it. Like a lot of my other cosplays, I've just bought stuff off of Amazon and eBay and whatnot and pieced it together. But this is the first time I've
to say something and it booted him out.
Hold on, we're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
What?
So
You can do some Clone Wars stuff, Star Wars Rebels, Rogue One, some just other random kits, female, Jedi, and movie realistic. So I'd love to get some movie realistic phase 2 armor. If my internet would be kind of okay, that would be really, really nice at the moment. Here we go. So I think the movie realistic stuff is just phase 2, but I think you can have a look. There's the kit.
Jeez.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, some ABS
pads. Web is so like long to put on.
Yeah, and then look at that, like some completed armor.
Wow.
Someone's
yeah, that'd be my go-to.
There's some serious stuff going on here. You know, he really puts in a lot of effort into it. He's on Instagram as well. So there's some really good stuff. There's Cody.
Hopefully we find out what happens to him as well.
Be interesting. I think you can just get like some standard helmets as well if you want to. It'd basically just be some of these. But you look at the Clone Wars, you can get Death Watch, Clone Wars Season 1. So yeah, Phase 1. So you can have like Grunt.
I'm so happy Rex was that guy on Endor now.
Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy about that. Yeah, that was so good. You can get ARC Trooper as well, or you can get like Commander upgrades, which is pretty cool.
Oh, those are awesome.
Commander Jet. I think, yeah. So you can have things like Commander Jet there and just Cody and all that stuff. So that's really cool. Or you can have Phase 2 stuff. There. So it's just like Phase 1, like Phase 2 actual Clone Trooper, again Rex, Wolf, and then Commander upgrades as Commander Doom or Death Watch. Bo-Katan.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, like they got some serious stuff up on their
That's insane.
On their website. Yeah, I think in total, I did like email him at one point. And I think it was like for a piece of clone armor. It was like, I think it was like depending on various different factors. It could have been anywhere between like $600 to $900 or something. So it's some really expensive stuff. It would be.
It's top grade, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, Shore Trooper, Tank Trooper, driver as well. So it's like some pretty sick stuff.
And they're investments, aren't they? Because a buddy of mine, he's planning on I think probably next year investing in a proper professional Captain America suit. Because at the moment he just does sort of like Cap civilian undercover look. Which is cool. Like he's mastered it, but yeah, he wants to get an actual Cap stars and stripes. But he wants to. He's like, if he's going to do it, he's going to do it properly. So.
Yeah, I thought that's the thing with cosplay. Like you've really got to. I feel like it's something that if you really want to get something done properly, like you will have to spend a lot of time and investment into it.
Yeah.
Which I think is something I'd really like to be able to do myself at some point, but. For that to really happen, I'd need to kind of wait and see what happens with YouTube and see if that actually takes off and all these other factors, really,
Yeah.
It's something I'd like to do at some point, though, that's for sure.
Plenty of time to get all these kind of things done.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. I'm like
the important thing is the start of it all, I guess.
Yeah.
Taking the steps to make sure it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to talk to some people that actually care about the stuff I talk about. There's so many people that when I talk about films being spoiled, they don't give a shit. But
right. I don't get it.
Oh, guys, there's the 2 images apparently going around about how those things. I haven't seen them, but I know about them, which I found out yesterday. Which because it happened like as soon as the trailer went live, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or like a day after, like 12 hours. It's like, oh, by the way, guys, there's some images going around. It's like already, like why are people doing this thing? I don't understand it. And some people will have a crucial
image. I'll say that, but it's just avoid it as best as you can.
Yeah, I mean, I know what the image is, but I'm not obviously going to ever say it to anyone or to go out and look for it because I don't want to see it.
No. So there are channels already covering it and advertising it to people, and I said, "No, why are you doing that?"
Yeah.
apparently Disney is also copyright claimed one video that was showing the images anyway, so they're really trying to take
Hopefully
down.
they will be. Yeah.
No, I'm in their corner on this one, and I never normally say
Definitely.
that. I'm on their side for once.
Yeah, of course.
They stand
But
out.
it was just it gets me so enraged and fuming because like people as well, if they get it spoiled for them, they might then go and try and spoil it for other people because they're so angry and like hurt because they got it spoiled that they're going to go and ruin it. Well, it's just
Yeah. You just need to hope that people that get spoiled for, like, I don't know, hopefully people in the future, I don't know if you guys did, but report the channel or the page that share it, and hopefully it can then get taken down. And
because the more people that have it, the more it will never go away. 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, and then 8 becomes 16. It's always out there.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I first heard about it was because someone on Twitter who's in the Battlefront community, Scout. I don't know if you guys know Scout the Trooper.
Yeah.
So he got the image got posted in just a comment on one of his tweets. Like the tweet was nothing related to it, and someone just went and posted the image into the tweet. So he retweeted it saying like, why the hell would you do that, guys? Don't look at the comments in this tweet at all, like please, or something like that, just because don't want to get spoiled for you. So it's just people having such intent like that is utterly ridiculous.
But then him retweeting that, he should have just deleted it really, and then put a new comment out to say, please don't do that in my timeline.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's kind of the way. But
there we are.
I mean, I stayed spoiler free for at least a week leading up to this film, and then as I'm at the cinema, a woman comes out and spoils the film for me. I wanted to put her in the bin.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, with the Last Jedi, like with the Force Awakens, I knew about Han Solo dying a day or so before I went to see it, because someone at my brother's school saw it opening night, went into school, and my brother stupidly asked him. I think curiosity got the best of him, because we kind of thought that someone would die anyway. So he had curiosity got the better of him, really, I think. And then I got home and I was like, and he said, "Oh, I know who dies, by the way." And it's like, "Is it Han Solo?" He goes, "Yeah." So I already knew that about the Force Awakens already. I mean, I still almost cried at it anyway, so that's fine. With the Last Jedi, again, I watched it like the second day, and the day before, like the day we were going to watch it, and the day before, a friend of mine had already gone. But someone else in my friend group who no one really likes, to be honest. He's a bit full of himself and very snobbish. No one likes him. But he went and purposely looked up spoilers because he knew how much I cared about this film and how I didn't want to get spoiled to get a reaction out of me. So he spoiled this to so many of my friends going with me as well. He told us that Snoke dies and that Luke dies as well. Two really big things.
I would literally have punched him.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
This is how fights start.
But it's like, why? I don't get why. Like, I get you're just going for the reaction, and it's just people like that. Honestly, I just hate them so much.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I was really hoping to not know anything about the Rise of Skywalker going into the film at all. I still feel like I don't, but the fact that I now know what this image is anyway, like 2 months before I go and see the film.
It's one more thing isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's one more thing I know, and it's something that could very well be a very, very big part of the film, especially towards the end. So it's just like...
I guess for you guys now to maybe hopefully console yourselves on it is like, cool, well, I know that's going to be in there, and that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure.
Luckily, I don't know anything else.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know about it, so I am like, it is something that could be pretty exciting as well. But apparently the images were going to be things that are either used in TV spots or were meant to be in the trailer anyway. So I'm not a big fan of TV spots anyway, but if those images are going to be used in TV spots that will be released in the next month and a half or so, then if they appear in TV spots, then I'm fine. It's no longer a care for me, but
No.
yeah, I just hope it's
If they put it in
something.
their promotional material, at least it means, you know, they're aware that it's not crucial to what they're doing,
Yeah.
but it's just to ramp up the excitement.
But then also that as well, that will take the power away from the people that leak and spoil it as well. So
of course, of course. And the fact that I'm going to be going into the film, I mean, this, because obviously a lot of places in Europe are getting it on the 18th. When I'm going on the 18th, so I'm going to be kind of for the morning and afternoon. I'm going to, like, for the 18th of December, I'm going to try and stay away from YouTube, stay away from Twitter. That I can just, and Discord as well, to be honest. I'll
be logging out of everything.
I'll be logging out of everything and just being like, right, okay, I'm going to, like, just take a day off from the internet, you know, just enjoy
entirely,
you know, the excitement with my brother, maybe play some video games or something like that. And just get away from everything. Exactly, just get away with everything. 6:15 p.m. Go and sit down and watch The Force Awakens. You know, go and see the first Star. Go and see the Star Wars I first ever saw in the cinema again. Relive that experience. Go and see the Last Jedi again, like straight after, and then at midnight it'll be like The Rise of Skywalker comes out. Like, you know, the first ever showing in the UK. I'm gonna be there, sort of thing. So it's like,
that's great.
That's gonna be sick.
I'm going 7 a.m. the next day. So primarily when it comes out, like when it's about to release, log out of everything, go to sleep, wake up, take the bus to the cinema, and then have my headphones while I'm walking in, just in case, with like some Matrix music playing. Then sit down in the seat, then watch it, spoiler free. That's the plan.
I did that. What was it? When Force Awakens came out, I went a week before, after its release, before I went to see it. So I couldn't get to see it within the first week, and I managed to avoid everything.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I logged out. Don't get me wrong. I logged out of all my social media. Like, I was like, literally, I was like, "See you later, guys." Like, I'm not even bothering.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's a lot of social media that spoils it more so than anything nowadays. You know, even people I know, it's when The Force Awakens came out. And to anyone watching, spoiler alert, you know, when Han Solo died, he was just like, so I saw Star Wars. And then the bottom tweet was, yeah, Han dies. It's like, it literally just came out like an hour ago.
Wow.
Like, come on.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I'm now in a position in my life where if I wasn't on YouTube and I didn't have any social media presence on Twitter or anything like that, I would genuinely be able to miss every possible spoiler probably. But because I've got that social media presence now, and like, so I'm in college doing a games course, and the people there, some people like Star Wars, but they're not like that bothered about it really. So I'd be like absolutely fine to go in and be like, and just miss everything there. But when I was at school doing sixth form beforehand, you know, I was so prone to spoilers because of that guy. And then, you know, I wasn't really on Twitter at that time either, though. Like, that was about a month before I actually got back into YouTube. Actually, exactly a month before I went, actually, because I started again on the 19th of January, and it was the 19th of December I watched it. So that's cool. So yeah, I mean, but now I've got the social media presence, and I'm in a, like, everyday life, I'm in a quiet space, so I don't, you know, people don't really talk to me about Star Wars at all. But because of Twitter, it's like people will talk about it all the time. So it's just like,
it's hard to avoid it.
It's going to be
the YouTube stuff that really makes it harder to go away from it all. I mean, if it wasn't for YouTube, I'd log out of Twitter, Instagram, all that. But because of it, you know, it's helped me find you guys and other people down there. That's the benefit to it. But then the downside is the overexposed to information kind of thing.
Yeah. Of course, that sucks.
Right, gents, I'm going to bounce so that I can carry on with this cosplay.
Not a problem.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you too, Jacob, mate. Mark, thanks for having me. And
not a problem anytime. Yeah.
Peace.
See you, mate.
Goodbye. Right. Stephanos is now home. Awesome. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have either, to be fair, because I do need to pack as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I gotta get going in a few minutes, but I hear what you're saying with the. It's nice to actually talk to you one-on-one. It's
of course,
one-on-one the streams. I always say, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have any social media, to be honest. So it's not a fun thing.
I mean, the thing is though, like, I have Facebook and stuff like that. I never use it though. I'm on it, but I literally never use it. But then I use Twitter all day. I'm not all day every day, but like I have Twitter open a lot. I check it pretty regularly. So I mean, I've now got certain words muted. So I'm kind of less at risk. So that's not. So yeah, that's not too bad really. So that's quite good. But it's more gonna it's gonna be it's more gonna be a case of before, I think on the 18th, because I think the earliest it comes out in the world is the 18th. So if I can just get on the 18th or just on the night of the 17th, I won't delete Twitter or anything like that, but I'll just try not to. I'll just probably mute notifications on it, mute notifications on Discord.
I might even just use a temporary phone.
Yeah, just why not get a burner phone quick?
Leave it on another phone, take the battery out.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Play
chance.
it safe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna I'll just mute notifications, to be honest, and probably just put all the apps in a different folder, just say do not go here, like sort of thing. Just stay away.
Stay out of this and don't be tempted. Put it like a folder within a folder in it, so it's like last warning mark.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. That would be a good idea to just do that, I think.
Yeah, it would be.
That's the plan anyway, because I mean it's going to be a big one, that triple bill. So yes, Brass, are you there?
Brand.
I'm here.
Hey.
I want to shout out to Brandon here. I did my first ever like Battlefront stream like a week or two ago. He was just sat there in the chat with me for like a whole hour and a half.
Oh man, yeah. I think you went to like 2 a.m. I was just there the whole time.
Yeah. I was just doing some random stuff. I was like, well, this is new.
Just chilling out, talking Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. I normally watch like you do it all the time, split screen, and it was different.
I do it all the time.
It was good fun though. You should definitely do more.
Oh yeah, it was great. It's on that. I mean, what a turnaround for Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
What a redemption. Like from where the game was to where it is now. I mean, if you'd have showed them like an end scene of like having a Republic Commando, a Yellow Jacket Luke, like in the top 5 screen, they'd be like, "Huh? Is this the same game? This is modded, isn't it?"
Yeah, the game's like changed around phenomenally as well, and obviously we've got Fallen Order coming out as well next month. So there's just so much to be excited about, I think, in terms of Star Wars games and just the future of them as well. Because if we can see more Star Wars games coming out over the next few years, like the potential for different games as well is just there. Like they can go back and have another pod racing game or something would be amazing. Just some actual.
I need one of them.
An RPG. We've got Fallen Order, which is obviously the single player action adventure, which is actually gonna be pretty open world as well, which I was not expecting at all.
I didn't see the level of detail with the lightsaber either. I looked at it, I was thinking, whoa, we've not even had that in the Force Unleashed games.
Mm-hmm.
Like that level of detail.
The detail.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to customize your saber. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
the Force Unleashed.
There's 4 in the Force Unleashed. You could only change the lightsaber color, I think.
I think in the PS2 version, the extent was you could change the type of crystal you had, so it would give you like extra health or extra lightning, the color of the crystal and the hilt. But this one, it seems like you can do more with maybe even the thickness of the blade, the hilt, the handle, how smooth it is. So
the actual saber itself. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to Daily Battlefront because they did a really nice graphic on that.
They did a good graphic.
So you can change the material, the switch, the emitter, and the color. Oh wait, so and then it says here color, emitter, switch, sleeve, and material. So there's 5 levels of customization that you can do with it.
So that's basically the whole entire saber itself.
Yeah. So and the fact that you get you'll have multiple different blade hilts themselves.
Yeah.
Every time you get a new hilt, it will probably give you like a new material, a new emitter, a new switch, a new sleeve.
Take a bit of that, a bit of that, and a bit of that.
Yeah, exactly. You could mash up 5 different sabers.
Oh, that's awesome.
One. You could have 5 different hilts, mash it just into one thing to make the ultimate lightsaber. It's so sick.
I believe there's actually potential for more to be in the game as well. because Daphomir's in the game. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm.
Obviously, we know from Solo that he's sort of, that's his base of operations. So, yeah. There's definitely potential there.
I didn't see that in the cinema. When I saw Maul at the end of Solo, I was freaking out. I was just buzzing.
Mm.
I was just like, he's back! Yay!
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the cinema for the first time. I wasn't expecting, because I didn't get any, and nothing was spoiled from for Solo for me, which I was really happy with. But yeah, when I first saw Darth Maul, I was like, oh my god! I flipped. That was incredible.
It's great.
That's
There
the
was
cool
Sam
thing.
voice from Ray Park as well, like in one. I was like,
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
cool thing with the upcoming Clone Wars season. Filoni actually said that for the fight with Ahsoka and Maul, Ray Park actually did like the sort of motion capture for it. Yeah, so that's really cool.
I love Ray Park.
Ray Park's cool.
Such a cool dude.
I hope we get him in live action like more in terms of fighting and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a theory maybe like with the Kenobi TV series. What I would like for how it to end is, like in Rebels when the scene happens.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this, yeah.
End it with that same scene. Maybe not do the fight, but just end it with like Ray Park and Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, we know how it ends, but seeing that, them two opposite each other, it's like, so you can instill your own imagination into how it would play out with
and
Ewan
then people
McGregor.
who haven't seen it can just go and watch Rebels anyway, so.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, to be fair.
I hope everyone comes across the Tusken Raider village that Anakin ransacked.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Love that.
That'd be epic.
There's so much potential there.
Oh yeah, there absolutely is. There is absolutely loads.
They can make it a really emotional show. And I think
Yeah,
Ewan McGregor will deliver.
I think with the Mandalorian, like it's gonna be all about the action and sort of like
Gunslinging.
the badassery. Yeah. Whereas with Kenobi, it's gonna be a lot more emotional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I expect Owen Lars to turn, because I think they've got the actor from Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones who played Owen back for it. So
yeah,
imagine he turns around to Kenobi and he's just like, you're not gonna fail Luke like you failed your brother, and it's like, oh,
shots fired.
Sucker punch. Throw Watto in there as well, isn't it? While we're at, have Obi-Wan tour a little bit, go to Watto's junk shop.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. The
credits are no good.
The Battlefront team have I'll screen share this because this is really cool. It's like I think there's some sort of like Halloween party going on or something at DICE today, and this will be worth. So this is like the emitter, like the customization on Fallen Order stuff,
so good.
Which is really cool.
I love that graphic.
Yeah, it's really good. But you see Eric? Did you see
that poor guy again? Are people harassing him again?
Wait, are people harassing him again from this?
Yeah, people are still saying that he's overreacting and everything. I said, leave him alone. He's enjoying it. Let him enjoy things.
Yeah, I watched this Eric Butts.
Oh yeah. Everyone's just violating him. I just don't get it.
Oh, he's happy, man. He's enjoying it.
It's like you can't enjoy a trailer for God's sake.
Yeah, just let people be happy, and it's a bloody bleak world out there, especially for us UK people when it pertains to Parliament and everything.
So yeah, this is the Battlefront team.
Oh, that's cool.
That's key on the hero design. That's CJ as Darth Vader there. Don't know anyone else.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. There's the team again.
That's awesome.
And this is really cool. Anakin has just used heroic might.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh god, so good.
I was hoping they're gonna add something like a special ability for Luke, maybe give him like the crate ability or something, where you kill him and then he just appears behind you and just kills you.
Yeah. Imagine.
I'm just still waiting for Darth Jar Jar to be added in honesty.
I really want him in episode 9.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I really want him back. I miss him.
Give us a Gungan army. Darth Jar Jar leading it.
Oh,
can you imagine if that actually happens?
Yeah, Jar Jar's still confirmed.
Yeah, could you imagine after all this promotion about like Palpatine being the main baddie, and then like they bring Darth Jar Jar in as like the main
Imagine if
baddie
he's in the
instead.
chair, because you don't see the front look of Palpatine in the trailer.
Exactly, that's why
like-
they're not showing it, because it's Darth Jar Jar.
It's Jar Jar Jar, guys. It's official.
And then he's just going to appear to Rey, and he's like, Misa back.
And then it just ends the film.
Yeah, the end. Written and
Just said, like,
directed by
Misa
J.J.
back.
Abrams.
lightning up the ships.
Every thing is that as much of a meme as that would be, I think so many people would be hating on him though.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be a plot twist, though. The mother of all plot twists.
Oh my god.
Have you seen that video where like they really go into detail about what Jar Jar is doing in the background? So while Qui-Gon's talking, he's just like, I'm doing like these weird expressions behind him. And everything.
God. Imagine.
Oh man. But you know, I'll give Ahmed best a cameo as that guy he played in episode 2 for the Kenobi series.
Yeah, I want to see him back as Jar Jar. I think it'd be great to see him back.
I mean, his story is inspiring. You know, it's.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I love the guy. Such a positive dude. I mean, all the behind the scenes stuff with the Phantom Menace, like I watch it every now and then, and you know, you see how positive he is and the energy he brings. You know, even when they're dressing him, he's humming the song or you know, dancing with Liam Neeson. You know, and all the stuff the crap that people gave him.
Mm.
And if you forget what characters people play them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the thing. People like criticize the actors about the characters and all that stuff, but they're just doing their job. They're just playing this character that they have to portray. But so many people just don't understand that.
It's like
Yeah,
how the
it's
sequel
true.
trilogy actors get hate, and it's like they're all playing characters. It's the characters that you might sort of find bad. It's not the actors themselves. Like Adam Driver is a brilliant actor, and he gets hate just because some people, they don't like Kylo Ren. Well, okay, that's fine. You might not like the character, but that doesn't mean that the actor's bad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer him out the mask, to be honest. I honestly thought, like, with The Force Awakens, like, the mask is cool. And when he took it off, I was like, Disney are going for the Dark Prince vibe. But, you know, the more he was out of the helmet in The Last Jedi, you know, and for me, Kylo was brilliant in that film. You know, just, like, the way you start with him to where you end with him. I was like, wow.
Yeah, you could see his emotion, couldn't you? Like, for example, the scene where he goes to blow up the bridge with Leia, and you can see, like, the look in his face. Like, oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is
fully Bendemption.
I mean, this look at this. Like, this is the front cover of one of the comics, I think, and you got like, Luke, Ben Solo, Knights of Ren, and some dude here. Which, I wonder if no, it won't work on this. Okay. But yeah, like some really interesting looking character here with a red lightsaber and everything. So,
wow.
Just like, could he have been the original Knight of Ren leader or something? I don't know. It looks really interesting. I think there's probably like some sort of vision or something maybe. But yeah, I just thought I'd show that because I've just seen it. So yeah.
You know, the first time I heard of the name Clan Ren, before I saw how it was spelled, I was thinking, Kylo Ren? What?
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait, there's a W.
Yeah, it's different. Oh,
Right. The best characters, especially the way Adam Driver plays him.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Kylo Ren is the best thing to come out of the sequel trilogy.
Oh yeah, I've always said that. Yeah, best thing to come out of sequels. I think he's probably, in terms of like the new actors and actresses from the sequel trilogy, I think he's the best. Overall, though, I'd probably give it to Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I loved Mark Hamill's performance in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's good.
I wish they'd have kept that scene in with him mourning Han's death. That's the only other grievance.
Yeah, I don't get why they took that out. And the alternative cut for Phasma's death as well.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get why they took that one out either.
I don't know. I mean, the blue milk thing wasn't really necessary, but
oh god,
it's become a meme now for like people to use against other people.
Yeah, I mean that's my course leader at college. He saw the other day that I booked Rise of Skywalker triple bill sort of tickets, and he said that he'd fall asleep halfway through The Force Awakens and how the whole when Luke was getting the milk out of that beast's tit. It was like what like he was like at that point. That's like that was enough for him. Like he just couldn't bear it anymore. Like, he just didn't like it. He didn't like it.
It's the face that he makes after he drinks. He's like,
yeah, it's like,
Yeah. I was sat there watching it in the cinema, and I had people around me, and I thought, "Oh my god, this is so embarrassing watching this scene with everyone."
It's like like a comedic scene happens, like in any film, and
you're watching it with your like family or something.
It's like,
and you just sat there like sort of red faced, and you're like, "Oh my god, what am I watching with my family here?"
I have literally just seen 4 breasts on this alien thing. Like what? God.
Have you seen the How It Should Have Ended video where he's just like, "I'll miss you the most."
Oh my god! I have not seen that. No. I haven't seen it. Oh man,
after that scene, I could imagine like Luke doing that in Empire Strikes Back with like the Wampa or something.
Oh, bloody hell.
Can you imagine that? Oh,
instead of reaching for his lightsaber, he reaches for something else.
Let's not. Where have we gone with this? Where have we gone with this? Oh, God.
How did they get it like the blue milk on Tatooine? Did they? What? Did they have one of them animals nearby?
I don't know.
Did they not get it from the Jawas?
I'm over here and piss in this cup.
Oh God.
That's what the Jawas were really selling, not junk.
Nah, they were smuggling the blue milk in their droids.
Yeah, they got a little mess hall as well in there somewhere. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Oh God.
That's the real reason why R2 and C-3PO were jet podded onto Tatooine.
We need to protect this.
Protect the milk at all costs. Forget about the chosen one. Forget about Luke Skywalker.
Or an extraction match.
The whole point of Star, on like Kessel extraction, it's not coaxium, guys. It's blue milk.
It's blue milk.
Ben Kenobi was not watching over Luke the whole time. He was watching over the milk.
It's like, oh, Luke's important, but this milk is kind of more like, I must look over this milk, and Luke will be the one to look over it after me.
Yeah, that was the real reason behind his sacrifice.
Yeah, or maybe if you're playing as Luke and you walk past it, that like the character voices, "Can I have a sample?"
I want some of this milk. Give it to me.
Oh dear. It's like some Nelu runs.
What's that with Luke? What's it bloody called? When Kylo Ren's like, that lightsaber, it belongs to me. It's like, oh, okay. That lightsaber's been somewhere that we don't want to know.
My god. You just put an image in my head.
That makes me wonder what happened to his green lightsaber in a different way now.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I've got images in my head and it's not nice.
Why have we gone this far with this? Oh god.
Ugh.
Oh, how's milk even come into the conversation?
I can't remember.
I don't know how we got to this point.
Oh, we were talking about The Last Jedi and Luke getting the milk, and it's like,
oh,
yeah. That's why.
Yeah. We'll just stick to that scene where like Anakin gives Padme like a little pear. We'll just stick to that. That's easier. It's a bit more tolerable.
Oh god. It's like, but why does she get the small piece? Like,
she takes like
the what? The small piece?
Oh god.
Oh, it's it. I got that at Comic-Con last year, I think.
Oh, dude, that is awesome.
It's really want to organize this back area to put it on there somewhere. That's what it looks like. The original title.
Nice.
What I find interesting is Hello Greedo actually pointed this out, is that Luke's holding a red lightsaber and Vader's is blue.
Oh yeah.
I actually never noticed. I was like, wow.
That's really good. In a way, I suppose that could essentially tease Darth Vader's redemption and Luke's getting his pull to the dark side in a way, but then obviously kind of towards the end of the film, he falls back onto it. But yeah, so that's really interesting. Actually, that is really interesting.
Damn it. Oh, I must say this has been great joining you guys. It's nice to actually meet you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I've been in and out, in all honesty.
That's all right. Internet is a dangerous place.
It's a place of scum and villainy.
And milk.
Be cautious.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll never
God.
find a more
Fucking
wretched
bullshit.
hive of scum and milk.
Have you guys ever seen that video that Hello Greedo did, like a Star Wars conversation on the internet? And it's just like, I like Rogue One, but I didn't really like The Last Jedi. And then someone responds to him, "You Disney shill." And it's like, no, shut up. No, you shut up. Oh, I was in stitches. I was laughing. He's just got like 3 versions of himself in front of the green screen, just arguing at one another.
Oh, I love the video, the recent one of fake George Lucas reacting to the Rise of Skywalker trailer. That was amazing.
The best bit is like, that's the thing George would say. It's like, oh, people gave you shit about Jar Jar Binks. Well, you're happy Daddy's gone now, kids?
And he was like, at the end of it, he's like, my favourite part of that trailer was the beginning where it shows my name, Lucasfilm.
Oh, God. That's like one of the funniest things I've seen. It's just because the guy playing him has got the mannerism down to it.
Yeah.
It's just the way George would do it. It's like, George isn't one to get pissed off and scream. He's just like, well, it was shit, but, what are you going to do?
I bet George Lucas is like such a gangster.
He said, character development. What an arc for Ray.
And then when he sees the training at the beginning, he's like, oh, Ray's finally getting some training.
Oh, he's like, soccer balls.
Oh, it was so funny.
Oh man, I need to watch that religiously. That was too funny.
I've only watched it once. I need to watch it more.
Oh, it was so good. Like I think Star Wars Theory did a video on it, and I was like, "What's this? Let me stop watching him for a second. Let me check it out for myself." I laughed at like the first 10 seconds. I thought, you know what? I need to put this on the channel. I could not stop laughing for about like half hour afterwards, even though I wasn't watching. I was just walking around the house, just you ever seen in Family Guy when they beat up Lois, Stewie and Peter? They beat her up and then they throw her in the river. Just laughing throughout the whole episode. That's what it was like. Oh, George.
I miss George.
I do. And I think he's had some with episode 9, so they claim. So that's nice.
Like, every time I see like pictures of him, like I saw a picture of him on the Mandalorian set, and it was just great to see him.
Yeah, just makes my heart go, ah, he's back.
Yeah.
Is that video called Fandom on the Internet or something like that? I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Just type in like Collider fake George Lucas or something, and it'll come up straight away.
Oh no, I was talking about.
Oh, you're trying to find the other one, the Fandom on the. Oh yeah, that's the one where they're like arguing in a corridor. I could not stop laughing.
Oh right, okay.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. Awesome.
You get so much shit for that from other people. I found it so hilarious. I was just like, this is an accurate representation. Just people shouting.
Yeah. I see Hello Greedo get a lot of crap for his stuff. I mean, I don't really watch Hello Greedo that much, to be fair, but yeah.
I mean, I think he said some questionable things I'm not really agreed with, but I just stay clear of him.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's the best thing to do. You know?
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything he says, but I found his channel through when he was smashing on the prequels of his videos. As he says now, like his views on them have changed as the channel's grown. He's become a father now and all that. So I respect that, and he's a family guy, no pun intended. And then people are just giving him hate left, right, and center. It's that kind of stuff that I don't like. It's if you don't agree with someone, fine, but you haven't got to go and get the lightsaber out and act like Anakin from episode 3.
There's no need.
Okay,
I hate it when I get like a single dislike on a video or hate comments, so I can't imagine getting it from our direction, so to speak.
Yeah.
I don't worry about dislikes on videos, to be honest, because if people, I understand that it means that someone doesn't really like the video, but I just try not to. I just genuinely try not to worry about it. And I've never really had a hate comment before, so like weirdly, so
Well, I've had a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait for my first one. But that's a good
When
thing.
it comes, be ready. I mean, the deepfake reaction I did, it's the first video on my channel in my channel's history now that's got 34 likes and no dislikes.
Damn.
Like I'm enjoying not a single dislike. Normally when I stick a video up, I get like 5 dislikes within a second. I don't know, these bots just follow me.
Yeah, the one reason I don't really care about dislikes anymore is because there was this guy who used to go around disliking all of like everyone's streams and videos like every time they'd go live. So you'd always have like 11 or 13 dislikes.
Wow.
But then like the likes were still always higher anyway, so I was fine. But dislikes count as content interactions in the YouTube algorithm. So
the algorithm
I've noticed that a lot recently.
In terms of the algorithm, a dislike counts as a like anyway. So I just look at it like that and think, solid.
You win at the end of the day, you know. The person saying, "Oh, I resign from the internet," dislike. It's like, well, you've just given me a view, check mark for me. You've just increased my algorithm exposure, check mark for me. You've just given me more interactivity with people, so another check mark for me. Do it, please. Keep doing it.
Exactly.
So, subscribe while you're here.
And even if you leave a hate comment, it's more comments for you. So
exactly, it's a win-win at the end of the day. But I just try and not worry about it. It's like when I started my schedule about 5 or so weeks ago now. It's just I used to sometimes if a video didn't do well, I'd be a bit upset. If a video did really well, I'd be like, oh my god, this is amazing. But now I genuinely don't tend to worry about views anymore. To be honest, like, if a video does well, then I'm like really happy about it still. But like if I go back and look at my
one of your videos hit 1K, didn't it?
Yeah, a while ago actually. Yeah, a while ago. I think I did a video talking about that mural from Star Wars Celebration. That video,
I remember that.
That video did really well. But yeah, I did in June. I did a credit guide video, and that is now sat on 1,146 views, and it's still going really strong. 35 likes, no dislikes. Dang. But yeah, I mean, looking at them now, I had 2 videos in a row that have hit 1K. That's crazy.
That's great.
One of them was a Lego Star Wars video, and then the other one was the credit guide.
The old Lego.
Of course. The first Lego Star Wars video I did was 780. A week later, I did another Lego Star Wars video, which was the next video I did, which was on 1,290. Then it was 1 day later, I did that credit guide, and that's now, as time has gone on, it's built up to that.
Yeah.
It's just because one of the tags is
one of the tags is helping it.
Yeah, the tag is, if you literally like, so one tag is Star Wars Battlefront 2 credit guide, and the other tag is credit guide Battlefront 2. So those 2 tags are like tags that can be kind of searched around like all the time for any update sort of thing. So and that's currently the Star Wars Battlefront 2 credit guide is 5th, credit guide Battlefront 2 is 4th. So it's still getting views on a very regular basis. Like in the last, I put this video up about 125 days ago, and in the last 2 days, it's got 13 views. It's madness. It genuinely is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the exposure in it for all 3 of us. Like, so you know, like you got the react. I reacted to your stuff, Lounge, Brandon.
Yeah.
All your stuff, like all your stuff's there. So if you get a video that, let's say, hits maybe, I don't know, 100,000 views, like it blows up. Most people, if like it's in a playlist or something, they'll go and see what else you've got, and then all the other content.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Along with same for you, Split Screen. Like your content's all there. So when people do find your channel, at least that way, there's they can do Netflix and chill pretty much, and just go on a binge. I mean, I've done that with a couple of channels where it's like, shit.
This is the thing. A really good place to look at is if you go onto YouTube Studio Beta and you just go to your analytics, you can see what views you've had in like the last 48 hours. So if I look here, so there's a bunch of streams and like the videos that have come out over the last 2 days. But that June Crystal Credit Guide, 13 views. The potential instant action modes I did like 5 weeks ago is on 8. And then a video I did back in March as well, all unlockable hero skins ranked at that time is still getting consistent views. Like that's on 4. So people will. An NT242 sniper tips and tricks video I did 25th of November, literally in tomorrow, I would have put that out 11 months ago. And that's got 3 views in 2 days. You know, it's like all these videos you do, as you get bigger and bigger and as you get more exposure to things, people will go and find your channel and you can see how many views, like in terms of videos in the last 2 days. And it's such a great feeling to see that as well, to see those analytics. And
good job, guys.
Damn, like, you know, it's awesome. You know,
and your name will get more familiar amongst the people in it. Because I mean, to be fair, when I searched out Battlefront 2 like YouTubers, there's only a few big ones. Like, there's maybe 7 or 8 really big ones, and then everyone else is just like, you know, with keeping the consistency going, and then you'll be up there. You know, it's you know, you're posting all the time, man. I try and watch as many of your vids as possible.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Definitely the best UK Battlefront one going.
Bro, thanks, man. I honestly, like, I really appreciate it. Like the support, like recently, it's just over the last year and a half since I've been doing this has been absolutely crazy. And like going back at, like looking back on my schedule, like this, the last few months, like this month or this year even, sorry, the start of it was insane. I went up, thanks to Sammy Boy and everyone's support as well. I managed to go up from like 700 and like nearly 800 to 1K in a month or 2. And then I was at various different points. So in February I hit 1K, but then at certain points between like April, May time, I was just stuck and in one space. And the channel, if you looked at my sub count in the last 4 weeks, at one point it actually went to -1, which like I got stuck. And then over the summer period I got stuck just by putting out content. But starting a schedule 5 weeks ago has just been a dream come true, honestly, because I mean, some videos don't do amazingly well, but other videos have been doing really well. And I look at my sub count now and it's like since I started my schedule, I've nearly gone up 100 subs from starting that thing. And it's like having a schedule that you're consistent with, you're streaming at that same time around that every week, and you're putting videos out at the same time every week. It genuinely does do wonders as well. So
people watching you will feel like it's a service, you know, and then they'll be more inclined to come back. It's like when I do like live streams on the channel, like I do one like every Sunday evening with the crew, and we just talk about pop culture and everything. I let the stream save up to the channel, so even if the subscribers miss them, like sometimes the odd 1 or 2, and you know, it's not like big numbers like the big channels where you get like 1,000 who go and watch it back, but you know, having that 2 or 3 or 1 person just watching the whole stream back when it saves up to the channel, like it just it's that kind of feeling that I think you guys will understand. It means a lot.
Makes you feel good.
It does.
It's like something. It's a feeling that you can't describe.
Yeah, you know it's genuine.
Yeah,
of
course.
It's not someone like you directly know that's like, you know, your mate who's just like, yeah, I'll watch it for you. It's someone you don't even know that's just, you know, taking a liking to you and your stuff, and you're like,
yeah, of course,
I got something there. You know, it's good.
It's great feeling.
Each one of us is different.
Oh god, brilliant. Yeah, Zorkin, bro. Good to see you. Why does Marlon Brandon not have Ken? Oof.
Oh, here's the new guy.
This is Jacob, the Geek Talk. He's a very nice guy. Check him out.
Walking, you right? I'll get it out one more time.
The lightsaber. Yes. Oh, the lightsaber.
This baby. Ultimate. You see, I don't know. I love taking this to con and everyone just admiring it. But when I met Hayden, the woman in front of me, like she was being hugged by him. And then I had on my t-shirt that said, you know, someday I'll be the most powerful Jedi ever. So as he's hugging her, he's looking at the shirt, like when he can see me, and he's seeing the lightsaber. And I was like, you know, when we take the picture, do you hold this or do I? And he's like, no, you hold it, you hold it. But unfortunately, they cut the lightsaber off.
No,
no, bollocks.
That sucks, man. That sucks. I mean, either way, though, that's so cool. And the fact that he was like hugging someone else and he was looking at that shirt, it's like,
Yeah, I saved that shirt for 2 weeks just to wear it to that one day, and I was just like, yeah, this is the day. Like I mean, I had let me get the picture quickly. So the first ever Comic-Con I actually went to was last year, and I met the guy who played Mickey Smith in Doctor Who, Noah Clark.
Okay.
And Darth Maul. So
Nice.
I met Mickey Smith first.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I walked up to him. I was like, "How you doing? How you doing, Mickey, Ricky boy?" And he's like, "It's Mickey." And then met Darth Maul.
Oh, nice.
And then he was like doing like a karate kick to the person who was holding the camera, and she even like went back a little bit.
Brilliant.
Like he's a big dude, and like, he's really big, but he's incredibly acrobatic. And then that was the.
Yeah.
And he's
actually Scottish?
Actually just a little bit cooler than me as well. He is. And then I met Johnny from Cobra Kai or Karate Kid.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
And then the last one of the day, well, I think this was the second one, was I could have got one with him standing up, but I had to do it with the chair.
That's so cool. That is really cool.
He just sat there smiling in his chair, and I was like, So hello.
Gotta do it. I gotta do it. No, Branson, he's Canadian. Hayden Christensen.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I was talking about Ray Park.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he's Scottish, but he lives in like California or something.
He was born in Glasgow. Yeah. He's Scottish.
Yeah.
Oh, GG.
I didn't know that up until like recently, and then I heard something, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that."
That's cool.
Nah.
I was always under the impression that I was American, so.
Yeah. Right, guys. It's gone 3:30 now, so I
Oh,
should
wow.
really get going. 'Cause I gotta I'll probably be dashing off in like 20 minutes or so, hopefully. So cool. It's been an absolute pleasure having you guys on. We'll have to do this again at some point as well, Jacob.
I love it. I love meeting talking to yourself.
It was nice. Yeah, Elliot was great as well. So
yeah, I loved it.
We'll thank him. And obviously, thanks to anyone who has been watching, has watched and isn't here, or is watching it on playback. Appreciate you all very much. We'll be back again at some point with another podcast, hopefully in the not too far distant future. I guess it would be awesome to go on when Fallen Order comes out as well. Actually, kind of give us our impressions if we were playing it at launch.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really cool, actually. But yes, to the stream, everyone, thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always. I'm sorry, Zorky, you just got here, but here, have your comment shown on screen.
Well, take care, everyone.
I'll raise my lightsaber to you, Zorkin.
There we go. Take care, everyone. Yeah, cheers, guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Right. Broadcast.